Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. I am Peyton Manning level. I'm on GOAT status. I think I'm the baddest mother lover ever walk on this planet. Damn it, you could never see me. You could never beat me. You could never be me. Disrespect me, and I'm eating all of your pizza. I know I'm not right. I know I'm not white. I know I'm gon' call the popo on you if you hit me. I don't fight. I'm a rapper. I don't write. Rio, you got all that hype. That's the stuff that I don't like. Why you laughing at my height? I wish I could slap your face. You just think you're so amazing. You just think that you're the greatest. Why you bucking Tom Brady? I am Peyton Manning. End of conversation. You just hating. I am Peyton Manning. Say it. I am Peyton Manning. Say it. No, Dibble God playing. That's a Drake line. Beat a midget up. That's a hate crime. Baytown zone 3 game time. Got the trunk knocking from the baseline. I'm all about the money, better crack a cake time. Chopsticks on deck, no Shanghai. 4-5, you come to my waistline. Keep the 4-5 tucked by my waistline. You soft in the middle like fruit pie. I know how you to walk a straight line. You wouldn't throw trays in the food fight. That's what I heard through the grapevine. I know you don't mind wasting your time. I would just prefer you didn't waste mine. You gon' get what coming to you in due time. Little pussy cat running from the K9. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. You ain't nowhere in my category. Mandatory for me to tell you that you were very boring. And the moral of the story, I wish I could just ignore you, but they gotta bury your body, put you in the crematorium. And I'm the only audio inside the auditorium. And when I'm finished with you, you will not have no memorial. You wanna be Luigi, but you're not ready for Mario. And no scenario, running circles around your cardio. And that's a body blow, it's not a secret. Everybody know that you ain't coming close. I leave you comatose, and you become a ghost. I overdose, I gotta overload. That's when the windows of heaven open up for me with the overflow. And I can feel the power moving within every last chromosome. Battle right around the corner, you already know it's on. Understand me, you're not Peyton Manning. You're not Peyton Manning. Woo!
Peace. What's going on? This is the Solar Vision Debate League post-debate show. We got the scores, and we have a guest in the building. We're going to get to that in a second. Brother Joshua. So, before we get into that, I'm going to throw the link inside of the chat room. So the post debaters can hop on in. All right. So we're going to go over the scores real quick, and then we're going to bring Brother Joshua on. All right. So let me go ahead and share screen real quick. Share screen, and Get into these scores real quick. All right, so that should be legible enough for you guys. All right, so these are the scores. We're gonna start out with Asiatic Lion. For the opening round, he had a 9 and an 8 for the opening round. The premise round, he had an 8 and a 9 for the premise round. An 8 and a 9 for the premise round. For the rebuttal, he had an 8 and a 10 for the rebuttal. A 7 and a 6 for the rapid fire round. A 7 and a 6 for the rapid fire round. The closing round, he had a 10 and an 8. A 10 and an 8 for the closing round. The PowerPoint presentation, he got perfect 10s. I believe that that's his first double 10, so shout out to Asiatic Lion for the first double 10s. Overall, he had a 9 and an 8. A 9 and an 8 for the overall. So Asiatic Lion ended up with a 130. A 130 for Asiatic Lion. Shout out to Asiatic Lion for that 130. All right, so let's get into Rabbi Lewis scores. Rabbi Lewis got a 6 and a 3 for the opening. A 6 and a 3 for the opening. Premise a 6 and a 4. A 6 and a 4 for the premise round. The rebuttal, he got 1s. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. He got 1s for the rebuttal round. The rapid fire round, he got a 6 and a 4 for the rapid fire round. A 6 and a 4 for the rapid fire round. This is Rabbi Lewis. The closing round, he got a 6 and a 1. A 6 and a 1 for the closing round. PowerPoint presentation, a 7 and a 4. A 7 and a 4 for the PowerPoint presentation. Overall was a 6 and a 2. The brother ended up with a 67. A 67. So 130 to 67. Afro-Asiatic, Asiatic Lion has a 130. Rabbi Lewis has a 67. All right, so let's take a look at the standings real quick. The standings goes as follows. You can see Chris Harris still up there at the top. Nothing really changed as far as with the top 10. Followed by Domo with the 146. Chris Harris got the 146.6, of course. We're going to take A9 out of the equation for a minute. We're going to give him his 14 days before we actually take him off the roster. So our boss will be number 3 with the 135.1, followed by Rio with the 133.8. Number 5 would be a tie between True Justice and Brother Moses. Number 7 and number 7 is tied as well between Inyame and Moonflower, followed by Out the Blue, ranking number 9. Number 10 will be Battle Axe. We definitely got to get him back in the ring. So the playoff bound debaters will go as follows. Blackson will be in the mix with the 122.6. Ranking number 11. Number 12 will be KOT with the 119.2, followed by Akmalak with the 119. Ranking number 13. Number 14 will be Scheme with the 118. Number 15 will be Yahukanan, who debates in a couple of days with the 117.6, followed by Pro Black Politics with the 117. Definitely got to get in the mix. He only has one debate. Contenders will be Sister Nandy, Madan Kemet, Sister Nandy, Madan Kemet, Lance, and T Dizzle. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna throw the link inside of the. We're gonna throw the link inside of the chat room. Throw the link inside of the chat room. right, all right. All right, so Asiatic Lion, you can hop on and get your post debate show. Domo says, no slight on you, I don't do Rabbi Lewis. But it is a slight on him. It is a slight on him. And it's a slight on the entire league. When you do stuff like that, we're only as good as our last man. Not saying that every Afro-Asiatic is our last man, but every debater should get the proper respect, with the post debate show. And if y'all just like working with, it's almost like the high school thing, the in crowd, and we got this group of people that we actually rock with, and we don't really respect the other people type of thing. So when it gets to that point, then there's no continuity, and with no continuity, you can't prosper. You can't prosper with continuity. But I get it. The Negro mind, It was my old head. He used to always give the analogies of the bee and the fly. The Negro mind is like the fly. We like the shit. We like the shit. We like to fly on the shit and eat the shit. The bee is a worker. The bee is the worker. He works. And he produces honey. You got to work to produce honey. Producing honey ain't easy. Producing honey is what goes on right now. See, I take pride in shit like this when nobody's watching, that we can still do a post debate show with the same energy as if it was 100 people watching. With the same energy as if it was 100 people watching. That's a person that's really committed. That's a person that really wants to see things progress. That's a person that wants to see things grow. He's not just around when it's 50 people watching. He's not just around when it's 100 people watching. He's around when there's only 2 people watching. And that's how you build continuity. But I know y'all want to see the shit on the other channels. Y'all want to go over there and see the shit. The shit is very entertaining. But the shit doesn't produce nothing. But shit. See, that's the thing.
Facts.
Yeah, the shit is very fun and entertaining. So the type of stuff that produce things that can last, and that's something that's you could build off. It takes work to do. So let's see if the brother is in the building. He is in the building. Afro-Asiatic. What's going on, Afro-Asiatic?
Yeah, peace to you, Commissioner Solomon. Peace, bro.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. How you, bro?
Yeah, chilling, man. You got your first 130, man. How you feeling?
Yeah, it feel good. I ain't even gonna stunt. I'm gonna keep it pushing, and like you said, like that bee, I'm gonna keep trying to make that honey. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to get better.
And definitely, I seen that you constructed your arguments very well, and I seen that there was growth from that. That what you actually did was something that shows progression, and I seen it from the beginning because I knew what type of person you was by how you communicated. You is a researcher, so putting it together in a debate format. How these debates are very quick, so it's very condensed time, so you can't really go in depth in a lot of stuff. So you gotta pick and choose what would be the major talking points. I think you did an effective job tonight at doing that, and the points reflect that.
Much appreciated, bro.
So, man, I mean, you did your thing against Rabbi Lewis, but, if you didn't know by now, everybody does their thing against Rabbi Lewis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got the 130. I'm looking forward to seeing what you could do now. You got to, maybe you could debate Madonna Kemet or one of the brothers that's playoff bound brothers, True Justice. Those brothers
Yeah,
are
I'm with that.
contenders. You know what I'm saying? And you can get in the mix with that. Or you could debate some of the new debaters. You know what I'm saying? Some of the rookies, there's a lot of people with a lot of smoke out there.
I'm with that too.
All right?
I'm looking at Black Sun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I was looking at Black Sun, like, bruh be sharp on a lot of things. I think it'll make a good debate, if we could find a decent topic.
Cool. I'm looking forward to that. I like the Nation of Islam topics. I mean,
Yeah.
I like those type of topics, and it's very productive. We got Head Judge Yara in the building. What's going on?
Hey, shalom, peace, family, peace to the panel.
So
Shout out to Solar Mind, shout out to Solar Vision Debate League. Shout out to Asiatic Lion, shout out to Brother Lewis. Shout out to Bait from you tonight, Asiatic. I also saw the improvement, man. I can tell you've been studying the format. Seem very more comfortable with the format. And you came to debate. I know Sola said everybody does, pretty well against Rabbi Lewis, but I wanted to say this, that you were judged pretty much off your performance that you put in for each round. And I think your scores reflected that. Your PowerPoint was absolutely well put together, very well put together. It was easy to read. It was clean. So I can tell you've been studying the league, paying attention to some of the other top debaters with the higher scores. And you remained on topic. And sometimes it's hard to do with Rabbi Lewis because he throws a lot out there.
He was trying to come at your neck, though. Rabbi was trying to come at your neck with those.
Yeah.
He was trying to tear you down, and I think he felt confident about what he was presenting because he was off topic, but because he never really said that much about the Shia Islam, but he was trying to tear down the Nation of Islam, like, and he gonna tell us when I'm done today, there will be no more Nation of Islam. So I didn't see that. That was Rabbi Lewis in his rare form. I guess you don't really see that too much. Coming at your neck like that. So
he was turned up a little bit.
I be trying to learn, and I try to pay attention, and go back and look at some debates and how brothers constructed, that time constriction. That's where it's at. That's
definitely key. That's definitely key. Get the time restrictions. We do got Domo in the building. What's going on?
Yes, sir.
What else we got? Okay. All right.
Well, nah, y'all. I mean, I say this real quick. It's good to see. I'm glad to see that people got good shit to say about your debates. But Solar, don't play me, bro. This ain't got shit to do with no favoritism. I take this shit serious. Okay? So when I do my post-debate shows, I want to be able to give a clear, thorough breakdown of what was being discussed in the debate. I can't do that for people who don't take this shit serious. Asiatic take it serious, and I appreciate the fact that he showed up and did his thing. But when the competition is Rabbi Lewis, who has consistently been somebody who clearly just shows up just to show up, I can't dedicate my time to that.
And he put together a PowerPoint, and he put together a presentation and a Powerpoint.
And that's something for you to applaud him for. So
no, I'm just saying.
I listened. I tuned into the debate, bro. Hold on. I tuned into the debate. I attempted to listen to it, but every time I tuned into the debate, it was classic Rabbi Lewis, clearly off topic, clearly not addressing the conversation, clearly some of the same bullshit. So I'm not gonna talk shit to like I said, who you put on your schedule is who you put on your schedule. You feel me? Rabbi Lewis was who, like, if Asiatic couldn't get a debate and he was like, fuck it, Rabbi Lewis to pull up, I definitely understand that. I'm not gonna talk shit to him for that. You know what I mean? But I am not going to just start it like me to take my time and do that. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's not because I'm not dedicated, because if we being for real, it's a lot of post debate shows that don't even hit the 50-person mark. If we being serious. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm glad you got your 130 to really, you know what I'm saying, give you that vibe. Asiatic. I mean, but you gotta understand, bro.
Yeah, much appreciated, brother.
Yeah, it's Rabbi Lewis though, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we want to see you get that same effort to somebody like a Black Sun, or like somebody like a Nandy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like a Scheme. You feel me? Then,
I really would
say
like to
that.
see him debate
he's actually capable of doing that.
Nah,
Yeah,
and I'm saying right, like, cause I wanted to see you against Chris.
Peace,
To be honest, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to see the Chris Asiatic debate. You feel me? And so shit. While Solomon trying to play a nigga on the favoritism shit, I just want to tell you.
I mean, you're speaking. It's still favoritism, though. I mean,
it's not, bro. It's you can
respectfully, though, Solar. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm like in flux right now, so I ain't really got no voice. But
hold on. Let me say this.
You got a voice, bro.
Let me say this. Let me say this to Asiatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even though Solar tried to make it some favoritism shit, it's not no slight to you. Bro. I don't care who debated Rabbi Lewis.
The brother scored his first 130, and y'all don't even want to give him a post-debate show.
Hey, I didn't watch the. I knew somebody would. I didn't watch the debate though. So
if I wouldn't have did it, nobody would have done it. This is a peer thing. This is the peers is supposed to support their fellow peers, bro.
Okay, well look. If it's like that, I must just go ahead and just ask forgiveness instead of asking for permission.
Hey, shout out to Domo, because I really didn't expect to see him. So shout out to him for showing up.
Because I'm going to listen. I'm going to tap in.
All jokes aside, like the nigga that we defending, which is Rabbi Lewis, ain't even got enough respect to pull up to his own post debate show.
No, I mean we respecting the person that's here though, and that's Afro Asiatic, and he scored his first 130, and his peers ain't even here to support him.
I'm here.
All right. So that's all I'm saying. And I had to start the stream. If I ain't start the stream, nobody would have gave him the respect of doing the post debate show stream for him.
I mean, you got a point. I'm not gonna front. You got a point.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not about Rabbi Lewis. It's not about Rabbi Lewis.
But I'm gonna be honest. Like for some of us,
it's about.
For some of us, it is getting to the point, though. For some of us, it is getting to the point where it's about the Rabbi Lewis. It's about the Joseph Israel. It's about the. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, dude don't even got enough respect for what you built to pull up to his own post debate show.
Well, neither do y'all. Y'all didn't pull up either.
We're here.
No, I'm talking about because I had to do the stream.
I'm not gonna front like I'm gonna keep it a stack.
Y'all didn't do it. I mean, like you say, you didn't do it.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. You fucking right. I don't got no respect for him. That nigga's the sticky stuff on the bottom of the barrel, nigga.
Okay, so I mean that you
and it ain't even just because he's not.
You're gonna have that in a league, bro.
But it's the fact that he's not even trying. No, it's the fact that he doesn't even care enough to try.
I mean, he put together a PowerPoint. I mean, I've seen worse.
That's not the. I mean, he
put together a PowerPoint. It was on topic. It was on topic. I mean, it wasn't on topic for us, but he was talking about the nation.
And that's why I'll say I'll apologize to Asiatic for not. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me. If I'm not gonna be able to give clear dialogue.
But this is the thing, though. I mean, this is the thing. What people are asking for, which is I find to be very funny. If everybody was on the level of, let's say, like a Domo and a Chris, y'all niggas wouldn't be able to handle that shit. Y'all niggas would be jumping from one lane to another, complaining about every goddamn thing. You know why? You know why I know that to be a fact? Because y'all do that with the 7 to 8 good debaters or quote unquote elite debaters in the league right now. So in the terms of a league, you're gonna have people that's in the upper echelon, and then you're gonna have the people that's on the bottom. Now we see that debaters develop. Aratazar develops. He develops. You know what I mean? In terms of Rabbi Lewis, Rabbi Lewis got his own thing that he does. Rabbi Lewis is in his own lane, but it's Rabbi Lewis. I mean, he's still accepted in my book. He's still accepted. He comes to the debate. He doesn't bitch and complain. He don't go in, you know what I'm saying, when he loses. He doesn't do none of that. So I respect Rabbi.
He don't care. He doesn't care.
He does care. I mean, you can't say he don't care. He shows up on time. These are the things that he does.
Because he's promoting his books.
Hold on, and that's why I say and this is why it like because
like I'm saying, I'm not 100% invested in Rabbi Lewis, But why I don't kick him out is because of those things. But I mean, in terms of the league, I mean, this ain't a situation where I'm like, defending everything that he do. I mean, when you talking about his debate skills, that's what's up to question. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I see that, he comes on time, he doesn't bitch and complain, he doesn't quit. Those things I value about him. So I mean, in terms of y'all debaters, y'all can talk about how good he is and how, bad of a debater he is actually, but in terms of a league, he does, like I said, he does do those things. So
this isn't.
I mean,
this isn't about how bad.
But
this is not about his skill level.
I'm not going to have a whole conversation about Rabbi Lewis because that's not what I'm talking about.
You're right. You're right.
What I'm talking about is
conversation about Rabbi Lewis.
What I'm talking about is the fact that we got to respect all the debaters. And even when they debate somebody that you don't like, so it's almost like, well, fuck it then, let it go. So now he's like,
this ain't the first time I've said this though. I've let it be known.
I know.
Even back in, I am not doing a post debate show for a Rabbi Lewis debate. So if you choose to debate Rabbi Lewis, that's for me, that's what it is. I get it. Solar, for you, it's simply about participation, and I respect that. But
shouldn't that peer pressure exist though? Don't know. Like in my opinion, that's the type of peer pressure that exists that should say, maybe we should blackball that person. Maybe we shouldn't be debating that person because, in my opinion, debating him now. I ain't saying this to Afro-Asiatic. I mean, he's becoming a better debater, but I ain't got no business debating Rabbi Lewis. No one got no business debating Rabbi Lewis, bro.
I don't put Rabbi Lewis.
Shout out to Afro-Asiatic.
Let me just say this.
No, we got it though. We ain't gonna talk
about.
Hold
on, because
we're not gonna talk about Rabbi Lewis on this man post debate show, bro.
Bro, hold on. We not about to let me say this, and we can move the fuck on, bro. Like damn. I don't put Aratazar on the same level as Rabbi Lewis, bro, and I don't think it was fair for you to do that because Aratazar does do his thing. You feel me? And even like I said, the only person, and moving on to Asiatic, bro, I want to see you debate Chris Harris. We was talking about really. I don't know whose phone that is.
That's Jair's phone.
Yeah.
All right, so Afro-Asiatic.
I want to see you debate Chris Harris, bro, because the conversation that y'all was having about the Asiatic shit, that's what I thought. That was the first debate I thought I was gonna see you.
Yeah, I don't even think it would have been good though for my first debate. To be honest,
understandable.
I would rather,
Wasn't y'all gonna set that debate up? Still?
Yeah. We were supposed to.
Yeah. So with A9 not debating, y'all could set it up because he had actually 2 debates, one with Chris Harris, so we could set that topic for January.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, but I think I would rather go through a few, you know what I mean? Just to get my feet wet a little more and try to work on some things. I appreciate the craft, I appreciate the league, and the intellectual sportsmanship. And things of that nature, and different topics that a lot of people, it's a lot going on. It's diversity, and that's the main thing. That's what makes it dope, because the diversity. You get so many different perspectives, that's appreciated, and it's what it is, It's
right, no doubt.
Yeah.
And shout out to Afro-Asiatic, and that's kind of what we want to promote, you know what I'm saying, and push, and we got Brother Joshua in the building. What's going on, Brother Joshua?
Yeah, peace, my brother. How you doing, man? All right?
Hey, what's going on? Did you check out the debate with Afro-Asiatic and Rabbi Lewis?
I just got home.
Okay.
From babysitting.
Babysitting? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes. Well, I shouldn't say babysitting is my job and it's what I'm supposed to do anyway, but no, I didn't, and I will go and revisit that. But congratulations all the same, brother Afro-Asiatic.
Much appreciated.
Now we can set up a debate because brother Joshua needs some debate, so we can set up a debate with you and Afro-Asiatic if you're trying to get it in.
Oh yeah, I still had a few stones unturned, but whatever you say, Captain.
I mean, y'all gotta first see because you were Muslim at a point in time, right, Joshua?
I said I'd stick to more. The Quran was more.
Okay.
My thing.
Yeah, you was a Quranist. Yeah, you was a Quranist Muslim. Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
So what are some of the things that you like to debate, brother Joshua?
For me, it's about the reason I'm on this panel anyway is because it's those questions that I'd like to ask without the tribalistic influences and the biases behind them. For example, I've already explained that before with the hadith and stuff like that, the hadith and the Quran confliction. And because, like I said, it's a really small country here, the things that I would like to debate is, we talk about Quran, right? Is the Quran really without contradiction?
You believe that it is?
I believe that it is, yes, according to the verses that I've read, which don't seem to add up with the others.
Okay. Is that something that you would like to take, Afro-Asiatic?
Yeah, I'm interested. Just a question, like, what do you mean exactly? Conflicted.
Well, within itself, I won't bring the other books up. Just the Quran itself, right? And it's really doing my head in. For example, I think it's Surah Al-Baqarah, my bro. Let me quickly grab that.
Surah 2?
Yes, my bro. Yes, my brother. Verse 214.
Yeah, longest one, Al-Baqarah.
Yes, my man.
Mm-hmm.
286, 87 verses, 88, 288, something like that. Anyway, am I able to read this up?
What is that though? The Al-Baqarah. What is the title?
What you mean? The Heifer, yeah, that's Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter number 2. Or what is the title? Okay, is the Quran with or without contradiction?
Okay.
Is that the topic y'all want to take?
It's the questions that I have. I think it's worth it. Yeah, hell yeah.
You cool with that, Afro-Asiatic?
Nah, I'm still kind of confused about what he means exactly.
They said that he's saying that the Quran contradicts itself, I believe.
Yes.
Nah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think I would take that right there. I would say, do
you believe that there is no contradiction?
A more interesting topic from my perspective would be, is the Quran rooted in African concepts? That would be, a topic that would be more entertaining to me. Is the Quran rooted in African concepts, like Al-Baqarah, for instance? That's the heifer.
Yes.
We can see the heifer in Hathor and in Kemet. We can see, different forms of that in other Afro-Asiatic conceptualizations. That's the type of topic, or type of thing that I'm on. And we can see that in other titles, in different Arabic terms. We see it in other Afro-Asiatic expressions, in Egyptian or Cushitic language, Berber.
So you're saying that scripture has been there for a long time, long before the sub-Saharan slave trade?
Well, I would say that the populations that we see those concepts amongst in Kemet were related to the populations that the Quran and was revealed to at the root of that conversation, it's the same concepts though, you know. It's African concepts, even though it's Arabic text. When we get down to it.
Hey, when you ask Joshua, when you asking or when you pointing out the contradictions, what's the significance of those contradictions? Like, what are you saying that those contradictions represent?
They represent. I can see in plain sight in front of me that they are not followed through with. Can I provide an example?
Yeah.
So for example, I'm sure the brother is familiar with the migration, hijra, whatever they call it.
Yep.
The immigrants to God are given the highest honor and praise.
Man, why are you talking to that debate league elitist, man? He's like bougie, bro.
Nigga, because I am the elite, nigga. This is what
I mean, talk to.
I'm showing. This is what the.
Talk to the real nigga debaters, man. Talk to the real nigga debaters.
Let me explain. Let me explain how you become elite. Like
You're
the way
not
you set up
saving
the way you set up debate topics is understanding. Like we get caught up in like the small shit, like the fact that it's a contradiction. But a better topic overall is what it means for those contradictions to exist, right? Because I think what Asiatic will point to is that in the text, in the writing, you may find things that clash, and that's what people attempt to call contradictions. But if you're making a larger point about what those contradictions mean, I feel like Asiatic would argue that even though there may be things that clash in the text, it doesn't represent, you know what I'm saying, it's not undermined in the way that Josh is attempting to say that it's undermined. So that's where the topic would be more so in what those contradictions mean, rather than are there some places where the text clash. That's how you become elite.
Yeah, but I mean, if that topic right there is more for a Quranist, though, you know what I'm saying? So Josh, I would definitely take that debate, fam.
This sounds like speaking to my brother. Oh, there he is. Yeah,
man. Shout out to my man, brother. What's good, fam?
I think he's a Quranist like you, though, Orthodox.
No, he used to be a Quranist. So we
oh, you're not a Quranist anymore, Joshua?
I've stepped away.
Oh, obviously.
Right. So he's trying to go at the Quranist position right quick. That's what I'm saying. Like, so his topic is perfect for a Quranist and whatnot.
Yeah, so I think that would be a good topic with you and Orthodox more.
Facts.
Yes, agreed.
But you don't want that Afro-Asiatic smoke, obviously.
Oh, what you mean? Well, let's go back to
it. So Afro-Asiatic. I mean, like, exactly what is some of your expertise? Like, what do you like to talk about? What do you like to study? And let the people know your areas of expertise.
I would probably say the languages, the Afro-Asiatic language family. That's one of my particular areas I like to study. Migration patterns, how it relates to West African populations and Near Eastern populations. Some of the banking systems over here in the U.S. I'm game for that. Macroeconomics, things of that nature. Definitely the macroeconomics, understanding the nuts and bolts of lobbying is bribery. It's mechanics to it. People move. They move. I know Solar. They move executives from the private sector into government. They move them from in government into the private sector. It's a revolving door, and that's how the people get cheated in that process, because private capital has access to public office. Private capital.
So you would be interested in having like a political debate?
Probably more on the lines of economics, though.
What about you, brother Joshua? Would you be interested in a political debate?
I'm uninformed in politics.
Huh?
I'm not really. I'm uninformed in politics. I'm not ready. No.
All right. So, do you want to set a date? Do y'all want to set a date, Orthodox Moore and Brother Joshua, for that debate about the contradictions in the Quran?
So, what days work best for you since you're on the other side?
Well, this time's good for me. Probably even earlier, maybe an hour or something. An hour, 2 hours earlier.
Man, it's 12 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Different times.
What time is it over in New Zealand?
It's a sunny 6:24 p.m. afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't.
Sun's not going down.
So you're gonna have to do the debate at like 1 o'clock your time, p.m. You know what I'm saying? To make it viable for us.
Yeah, that's fine. So that's
So what day can you do the debate like that? You know what I'm saying? What days out of the week are good for you?
What's that? Is New Year's too far away or what?
Oh wow.
New Year's is, I believe that day is open.
So I was actually trying to do a debate for the 2nd with Blue.
Okay.
But you know what? So hey Yara, what are the current debate rules in terms of like the time and whatnot? Like it's a 10-minute thing, right? It's like a fixed time concept, right? You don't get to expand the time right now, right? Or no?
Right. You don't get to expand the time on the for the premise for the 10 minutes, but you can use your closing round to rebut, right? Or you can change the I guess if you did like I guess how he couldn't institute the money debate, I think that goes back and forth. You get a couple of Domo would probably be able to speak to that better because my recollection about how that.
Yeah, no worries. Hey Josh, let's do it like this. Like, so I'm gonna take the points against Blue, but I'm not gonna take the points against you. So how about are you free anytime after the 2nd? Because I'll debate you the 3rd if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime after the 2nd for real.
Well, that works perfectly because I don't have to go back to work till the 6th.
So you want to set it for the 2nd?
No, me and Blue got a debate for the 2nd.
So you want to do it on the 3rd?
Anytime after the 2nd is fine. Like so, anytime between the 2nd and the 6th for him is fine.
So why don't y'all do it on the 5th?
I'm with it.
January 5th.
Oh, that's a Wednesday?
Huh?
That's a Wednesday, right? Or Tuesday for you guys.
Yeah,
that would be Tuesday for us or Wednesday for you.
So as long as you do it like at 1 p.m. Western time or Pacific time, fam, I'm good with that.
So make sure you put January. So that would be.
Can we push it back a day, possibly?
Back a day. So you want to do it the 4th?
Hold on. So hold on. So again, like, so it's going to be different days for us, right? That's what we're trying to get down there right now. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be
like Monday for us and Tuesday for Josh, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so January the 4th will be January the 5th for you, Josh.
Right.
Okay. So the 3rd for you, that would be on a Tuesday for me, 4th. Could that work?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's totally.
So we'll set it for January the 4th. That'll be 1 p.m. your time.
So hold on. So he's saying the 3rd for us and the 4th for him.
No, is that what you want to do?
He was saying like Wednesday for him and Tuesday for us. Yeah. So Monday is the 2nd.
Okay, I thought you was debating on the 2nd, right?
No, Monday's the 2nd, right? So I'm debating then. He wants to debate that Tuesday. I'm fine with that.
Tuesday the 3rd.
Yes, sir.
Yes. No, yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, sorry. Oh shit, man, this is like confusing. Tuesday 4th, Monday 3rd for you guys.
All right, so we'll just set the date. We'll set the date from our time, and then you'll be able to calculate it from your time.
Okay.
All right. So y'all want to do the 3rd? The 3rd of January?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the 3rd of January. That'll be
respect Orthodox Moore.
Yeah, respect to you back, fam. I see you, fam. I see you out there growing, fam. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I want to do my best.
So what's the topic? What's the topic of the debate?
Oh, for me and Josh, it's does the if I heard you right, does the Quran contain contradictions?
Well, let me ask this really quickly. Is Josh? Are you part of the league? Is he part of the league?
Yeah, he was debating last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to actually get points for this debate against Moore?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why Moore ain't taking the points because he don't have any.
Well, I know why. But yeah, he's in the league though.
Josh is a good debater. I don't think like.
Well, I'm not saying that he's not a good debater. I was just asking because if he wasn't, then I was going to suggest more that he probably wouldn't have to observe the time restriction.
No, he joined the league last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm cool with Josh taking points. I'm just not going to like. So I made the point that I'm only going to take points off of playoff debaters this year.
Gotcha.
All right. So does the Quran what?
Contradict.
Does the Quran contain contradictions?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Is it a yes or no from you, bro?
I do not believe. So you're the affirmative, I'm the negative.
Okay, cool.
All right, does the Quran...
So I would have the concept of Surah 39, Ayat 26, that the Quran contains much reiterations therein, right? So probably where you're going to find a contradiction, I'm going to find a clarity in the reiteration.
Understood.
Okay, so after Asiatic, do you see anybody that you want to get at work to, man, at the score and dropping at 130?
Yeah, I said Black Sun. I know
he should try. What about Nandi in the Nation of Islam debate?
Hey Maji, I'm right here on the panel, bro. What's up with the MSTA versus the NOI or whatnot? You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
What's up with the white man, the devil? You know what I'm saying? How about them?
I remember he debate. What didn't mean you debate that more?
Right. Yeah, I got that one in the clip, man. Yeah, I debated. I forgot what he's calling himself now. Like it was Poverty Supreme. Like it's like so. I don't know what he's calling himself. I forget what he's calling himself now.
A good God Allah.
Yeah, good God Allah. There we go. Yeah.
I thought me and you debated that.
No, you debated Alizar on that, I think.
No, I debated something with you, right? Didn't I debate you?
We were supposed to debate that and we didn't do that one.
What joint I debated on the gin? Who did I debate that on with? Oh, that was with
that was a good debate though. You had me in the crowd like, oh well, I never saw that.
Oh, that was with the brother that left. What's his name? I forget what his name was.
Oh, Saeed or
Saeed, yeah.
Saeed Almaty,
yeah, Almaty, yeah.
Yeah, I debated him too, yeah.
So
do we need the hadith or whatnot?
Yeah, I'm with that.
Okay, so
but Afro-Asiatic, you know what I'm saying, brother, man. Like I got a lot of respect for you. I see you growing and whatnot, and I want to do my part in helping you get better in this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm offering two debates, you know what I'm saying? Like what's better for our people, the MSTA versus the NOI, and also is the white man the devil?
Come on, man. How can you not take the white man devil debate, bro? Like, what are you talking about? You like thinking on that one, bro? Come on, bro. You just dropped 130 under the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, that's a fact. True that.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm offering you two, fam, and I got a lot of respect for you because like two debates against me, you're gonna get higher points than what you're gonna get against someone than against the Rabbi Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah.
All right,
hey, we both get debates. I'm asking for both.
Okay. All right.
Man's hungry. He's on.
Right. Yeah, I'm with that.
You want both of those debates, bro? I mean, now more is more. Come on, bro.
I already know.
And you saying that these debates ain't gonna count, man?
For me, for him, yeah.
I'm talking about for you.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you're gonna do?
I got at least 10 giveaway debates on my list.
Yeah, but you ain't debate yet. What are you talking about? I know what you got.
Hold on, my first debate is the second with Blue. That is a points debate.
You got a lot of debates, but you ain't debate yet. What you talking about? Like, and you said no more debates than I.
So Anon just left, right? So Anon just gave me free rights. So he said, take all the ones you want off my plate if you want. Like, so I'm going to Black Sun. Domo got to see me sometime. You know what I'm saying? Suave got to see me. You know what I'm saying? Chris wanted to see me twice. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of playoff debaters who got space, man.
I know they got space, but I'm talking about you. Like, with you got about like 4 or 5 debates that ain't counting.
I got at least 10 that won't count, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, all right. I mean, that sounds good.
Right.
Hold on. So you don't need debates? Is that what I'm hearing? We don't need debates to watch?
We definitely want debates. We don't want reschedules and calling out. That's what we don't want.
You're looking at the Iron Man Orthodox right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All
right, cool. You know, so
Iron Moore is in the building.
All right, so Yeah, I mean, y'all want to put it down on paper? Afro-Asiatic?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So what you want to put down? The White Man the Devil or the MSTA versus NOI?
You saying or? Like I didn't say both.
I think we could do that one first. The MSTA versus the NOI.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be a good debate.
I think so too.
Much appreciated too.
Man, likewise. I mean, I appreciate your demeanor, fam. I really respect your demeanor as a debater, fam. I think that needs to be rewarded and applauded. I look forward to having a real
MSTA versus the NOI. Y'all want to add a caveat to that, which is better or what? Just
yeah, which is better for our people, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd definitely be interesting.
All right, so we got y'all locked in. What date y'all want to do that on?
So what days work best for you, Afro-Asiatic? If I can, I like to stick to the weekends. When there's people like out of country, I'm flexible with time and whatnot.
Yeah, that's cool. Weekends good.
So what days work best for you on the weekends?
I'm flexible. You know, we could do it on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday.
Okay, so what Saturdays and Sundays you got open? Solar.
I believe the 15th is open. That's a Saturday. Oh no. Let me see. I think that January 15th is. No, that's taken. The 16th is open.
Yeah, that's a good look, bro.
Yeah, I'm with that.
January 16th.
And I will, whatever time works best for you, Afro. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you pick that.
Yeah, that. Oh, okay. You said you outside the country now? You different?
No, I'm on West Coast. I'm Pacific time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the homie I'm debating about the Quran. He's in New Zealand or whatnot. So that's why I got to debate him during the week to make that time work.
All right. So we got Brother Joshua, his first debate. More potentially is going to be debating, does the Quran contain contradictions, and also Asiatic versus more MSTA versus NOI, which is better for our people. All right.
Yes, sir. And on the second, me and Blue will be debating, do poor people need anarchy to get to a commonwealth?
He said on the second.
Yeah, I sent you a text about it and whatnot.
That's a pretty good topic. Interesting topic.
Yeah.
Now, what you said the topic was?
Do poor people need anarchy to get to a commonwealth?
All right. So, cool. We got you locked in. You got 3 debates. Only one of them count. So, we'll see.
I got 4 debates. The third one I ain't got a day yet, but he agreed to it.
Cool.
Asiatic agreed to both of them. He said the first one is
well, I mean, that's another debate ain't count though.
I was just correcting. It was 3. It was 3 that don't count and 1 that does count. It was 4 altogether. So
I just want to see you get through all 3 of those. I want to see that first.
Yo, this this is the easiest structure ever now, fam. Like it's literally like 1.5 rounds you got to prep for, and then the rest is all freestyle.
Okay.
Like it was like, yeah, we shall see. Right?
We shall see, man. And I'm gonna make you shucklebuck on that shucklebuck round, bro. So to be ready.
You're
bro.
gonna try to, like you always.
Nah. You know I make you dance, bro. So you know what I'm saying. So good to see you back in the mix. You know, I'm glad you got your confidence back. You know, you're grabbing that.
I ain't never lost the confidence, but I just got the time right now.
Okay, all right.
You know what time it is, fam.
Now, I mean, Rabbi Lewis was going to take that spiritual win from you running from him. You know that, right?
How's it going to take a spiritual win from a debate that wasn't scheduled?
All right, I'm just saying he was.
That's what I'm saying. I got 3 debates just. I got 3 debates just for him that I'm not taking points for.
You know what I'm saying? Rabbi Lewis, you know what I mean? Everybody got their Achilles heel, you know what I'm saying?
And mine definitely ain't Rabbi Lewis.
You know what I'm saying? Like you Rabbi Lewis, you know what I mean? So you could beat
My only Achilles heel is me, fam.
You could beat Domo.
The only person that can beat me is me, and even he don't stand a chance.
Yeah. You could beat Domo. Domo could beat Rabbi Lewis, and Rabbi Lewis could beat you, bro.
It ain't never happened before. I already debated Rabbi
Lewis. Once again, shout out to Afro Asiatic for dropping that 130. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about these boys. They mad because you winning, bro.
Much
That's what you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's supposed to come out to support the brother.
Yeah, good debate, man. Good debate.
Yeah, good work, man. Good work, fam.
Appreciate it. Bro. Definitely.
The PowerPoint's definitely looking cleaner, fam. Like I was impressed, fam.
Yeah.
Good
looking.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to be in the process. Like I said, we're going to go live tomorrow. We got me and Melvin going to be in the building. We're going to be talking about some things. And so make sure you be in the building for that. Maybe try to set up a couple more debates. See if I could. I don't know. It's hard to get in contact with Brother Josh in the morning time. So, you know, he's all the way over there in New Zealand. I would like to see him debate something about New Zealand. A political debate, you know. So
here's the political debate for Josh. Is he black?
Whoa.
Because in New Zealand, right? Like the Maori are called black in New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
That would be a good debate.
Well, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that would be a good debate right there. Because I think that first he showed his pop, you know. And his pop, you know, looks, you know, like he's mixed in some type of way.
Yeah, you know, there was colonies, there was slaves over there.
Yeah, motherfucker over there looking like Smokey Robinson and shit.
Hey, Asiatic, real quick, I didn't get a chance to tell you, man. Congratulations, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want you to think I was. Yeah, you know I got a lot of love and respect for you. I didn't want you to think I was hating on your victory.
Yeah, champ. You know I don't take it like that, bro.
I just want to make it clear, bro.
No, Afro Asiatic, you should take it like that. Take it like that. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. We in a hyperbolic space.
No, seriously. And no, for real, I would take it like that. I would be offended. I would use that, and I would channel that energy. I would be offended. I would make that into something. I would for real. I mean, in terms of competition, I will make that into something. I'm like, I'm here every time. I'm here every time when y'all on y'all post debate shows. I'm here every time. I'm supporting. I'm giving y'all the fists and I'm doing all that stuff. You mean to tell me when I drop my 130, y'all not here to support me? In fact, the commissioner had to come and do the post debate show. I couldn't get it from my peers. The commissioner. That's almost like, you know what I mean?
Not from a Rabbi Lewis debate.
You really gotta get at your player rep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So this is the thing, right? It's almost like, you know, back in the day when you make the clubhouses and then like, you know, everybody had the people that they let in the clubhouse and then they see
they give respect to the brother.
They see that you they're not letting you in the clubhouse. So you go and cry to daddy, right? You cry to daddy. And then daddy makes you the clubhouse. Okay, I'll build the clubhouse for you. No, it ain't the same. It's not the same because you want the clubhouse and you want to be acknowledged by your peers. You want to be acknowledged by your peers.
Did not just come through and acknowledge you, brother. Did not just come through and give him debates based upon his performance.
Don't acknowledge him.
Asiatic.
Afro-Asiatic is my pick for this year, nigga.
The commission may be okay with participation trophies, bro. All we saying is do your thing against people that deserve your time, bro. That's all. Yeah. Do your thing against people that deserve your time.
So, Moore, what's your strategy, Moore, in taking debates that you're not necessarily getting points for?
My strategy is no
That
different.
nigga got integrity. His strategy is he got integrity, nigga.
Literally no different than if I'm debating Domo. I'm debating everybody like the Domo.
Oh, okay. I got you. So I hit a champ over there in the corner talking. That's
he's in the
fine.
corner. He's in the corner. He's right there on the panel. He's not in the corner.
Yeah,
I'll burn this bitch down, you old ass nigga. Who the fuck you talking to?
Oh, wait. Chill.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on. No.
Don't mute me.
No. Y'all gotta chill. What y'all doing?
Fuck that nigga.
I'm not gonna be on the panel with Yara.
Hey.
And I'm not gonna be on the panel with Yara and Enoch arguing. I'm just not gonna be on there when y'all going there like that. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yara and Enoch is arguing like that? No, y'all gotta talk behind the scenes, y'all.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't.
There's
I'm
now
not gonna let that happen.
Down to the end of this stream.
That's something that's gonna be recorded. Like, nah, we ain't gonna do that.
Right.
There's now an invisible countdown to the end of the stream.
Y'all too cool for that. Y'all too cool for that. Nah,
I gotta peace and love to the family. Shout out to Afro-Asiatic on the win, fam.
Yes, sir.
Domo, you know what time it is. We got to see each other sometime, fam.
Orthodox more.
Peace, Ola.
Yeah, you can run Domo, but you can't hide. The Morch assassin is back, brother. You can run, but you can't hide, Domo. Afro-Asiatic, let me tell you, let me kick Domo off, man, because he's an elitist. Let me talk to you, man. Let me tell you, right? I will use this energy. Trust me, this is a perfect time because you didn't do nothing to nobody. That's the thing. Right. You can now go crazy on these niggas. You know what? They not respecting me. See, that's what Tupac did, right? Tupac used that. What? Y'all saying, so he went on the whole East Coast. It was just Biggie and, you know what I'm saying? A couple of motherfucking bad boy niggas. He went on the whole East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Because it profits him. You know what I'm saying? They not respecting your gangster, bro. I don't give a fuck if I was debating Lewis Rabbi. I don't care who it is. Mm-hmm. Show your ass up in this damn post-debate show. I want my post-debate show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you're going to smoke these dudes. I would challenge all of them to a debate. That's what I would do. I would challenge all of them to a debate, and I would smoke them. And as I smoke them, I told you, you're going to respect my gangster. You're going to respect my gangster. They you know what I'm saying? These guys are getting a little too, you know what I'm saying? They divas, bro. Now, I don't debate him. I don't want to debate him, and I'm too good. Don't nobody want to hear, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a respect. See, that's what I'm saying, like, because it ain't just with Rabbi Lewis. You know what I'm saying? It's with whatever you against. You know what I'm saying? A person that you call him stupid because he's religious and he thinks more in terms of a sacred teachings of a Bible, and it's not just Rabbi Lewis. You try to make it like it's just Rabbi Lewis. So this is what I'm saying. These people like certain things that you believe. I like that whole that fucking voting and all that shit. I don't agree with that shit. I think that shit's stupid. I think you're an idiot to vote in a land that has oppressed you for 400 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff you say, I think it's a damn idiot. You're wasting your goddamn time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the dealer with the predicated around a perspective or what the person is and all that type of stuff, that's asinine because everybody got different perspectives, everybody got different views. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
So I ain't trying to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? Brother Joshua, what's good, brother Josh?
What's up, my bro? I apologize, man. My laptop just shut down on me, overheated. Too much fire in the booth here, bro.
Yeah, too much fire and brimstone coming from the Asiatic Lion, bro. He did it, you know what I'm saying? The niggas start roaring, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, want to fall back, you know what I mean?
No, that's not me, hell no.
You know what I mean? Asiatic Lion, man. Put that Asiatic Lion on there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, these guys is not respecting the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? What soul am I had to come up and do the post-debate show? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that, bro?
It's cool, Sola. I'm on them. I'm telling you.
Yeah. These niggas is weak, man. They weak, bro.
I'm going to keep studying. I'm on the hills.
Yeah, because then, when you put it together, you study more than these dudes. These guys don't know nothing, man.
Yeah.
For real, though, a lot of them don't. No cap.
You know what I'm saying?
But
you know what I mean? These guys are, they stuck, like Domo just watch CNN all day, man. Like,
Even these dudes that claim they study Kemet and even these dudes that claim they study E5, they don't know what the hell E5 is. They don't know what Ogun is. They don't know none of that stuff.
Yeah, so like, you know what I mean, they
You know,
have
what the
moved
hell
from
it
the
is.
sacred teachings. They more
That's a
programmed,
fact.
like, you know what I'm saying? They're programmed by the white man. And they really think
Yep.
that they know shit.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? We seen this thing evolve, man. These guys are new, bro. We seen this thing evolve. We projected. You don't think that you know, Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad was talking about this day and time, bro? He was
Yes,
already
he was.
prophesying
Yes, sir.
about what's going on today. But they don't see
Yes,
it that
sir.
way. They don't believe in you know, sacred teachings. They don't have that connection. You know what I'm saying? So so this is the thing. So they think, see this is the problem, right? They don't understand that the shit that they fight for is part of the fucking matrix. You know what I'm saying? The whole idea of you getting it together and then, you know, you're living, because they looking for comfortability. They're not looking to win in this game of life. They're not looking to win. They're looking for comfortability within the system.
Gonna have to be uncomfortable.
And comfortability within the system is what they want you to have. And what they do is they manipulate it to make it look like you're fighting for something that they already going to give you anyway. It's a trick. So they have you jumping from one leg to another on the shit that they already going to give to you. The little crumbs that he's going to sprinkle on you. All the while he's creating a more sophisticated form of control. So now you're running around here with your cars with the chip in it. You know what I'm saying? You think that that's some conspiracy theory. Don't you know the term conspiracy theory came from some shit that they lied about? They was lying about the JFK bullet trajectory assassination. And then the people who challenged that, they call them conspiracy theorists.
They use it in court all day. They charge.
So you're thinking you're going to get it together. They want you to do that.
Oh, this nigga.
They want you to do that. They want you to get it together, and you say, "Oh yeah, we're going to be citizens with equal rights." He's oppressing his own people. So that's part of the matrix. That's part of the matrix that you're talking about. That's part of the confusion. So why they got you fighting white folks? You know what I'm saying? The lower level white folks. These transnational corporations are implementing new forms of control on you daily.
Exactly.
And that's something that you're not talking about. Why? Because you're caught up in this American bullshit. That's why. So when the spiritual leaders come out and speak truth to the power, they reveal the prophecy. They speak of the nations that has succumbed the world. We dealing with a world problem. Not no. I want to have equal rights in America bullshit. These people are starving Africans as we know it. They're going into Asia. You know what I'm saying? They doing sex trafficking. They doing all types of heinous acts on the world. They're a problem with humanity. They're killing the rainforests. They're killing the water. They're polluting the air. This is what we talking about. Niggas worried about, you know what I'm saying, getting enough, loan money so they could get a fucking house in the hells of North America. Or we're going to build our communities up. From the same shit that they exploiting those third world nations with. This is a world problem.
Yes.
So in turn, until we see it from that perspective, different from the goddamn beast.
Understood.
So your idea of getting it together is still part of the goddamn matrix.
Listen, he's not helping you. I'm telling you right now, he's not helping you.
It's true though, man.
He's not helping you. Cause look, this is the thing. Debate ain't about confirmation bias. Debate is about dealing with information that you disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to sit and talk with niggas that say shit that, like, the reason why you can shake your head, yeah, because this is the trap right here. This is the test right here. Solar know what words that's going to connect to you. He know what words going to trigger you. He know what words going to make you feel good. So that's why his dialogue is specifically geared towards you shaking your head on some, Yup. He right. Yeah, I mean, he know how to get you going. He trying to get you going, which is a good thing. It's a good thing to get you going. But you gotta remember though. You gotta remember, bro. Like, all money ain't good money.
Yeah, I got my own perspective on that.
He got his own perspective. That's not nothing that I was saying that towards Afro-Asiatic. I'm speaking in general. Yeah, I just was using that as an example of, one thing that somebody think is bullshit is somebody that they find value in the other on the other side. It's two sides to the coin, bro. That's all I'm saying. So while one person thinking, and I wasn't pointing specifically to you, you know what I'm saying? I just was saying, like, using that as an example of, while some people think, well, yeah, voting and getting it together, and we gotta fight the system, and they're, the white person, that's saying nigger, we gotta fight, make him stop saying nigger and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? There's a much greater problem. You know what I'm saying? That, the religious...
I wasn't talking about that part.
That the religious leaders speak on. They understand the prophecy. It's prophecy. People don't believe in that. Some people think that that's silly. Some people think that is some stuff that's made up in spookism. That's what they believe. No, but that when they put it together, the symbolic language of the ancient texts that foreseeing this day and time, when you could break it down what the Bible and the Quran is speaking of, and you could relate it to what's going on today. These are the latter-day prophets that has been sent by the Most High to enlighten the masses. But see, we so programmed. We've been taught by this beast, so we think like him. So anything that's outside of his line of thinking, we think that is silly because we've been taught that way. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's a programming, but people don't see it that way. It's a programming. And only the chosen few is going to be enlightened enough to see that. To step out of the matrix. Because why he got one person fighting a person, he got this person. He want to bring in more immigrants so they can fight each other. So now you got this new immigrant fighting this person and that person, and the minorities are what he called the minorities. And then the white people is trying to maintain the white, control, and you know what I'm saying? So while y'all doing all this, he's genetically modifying the damn plants. He's controlling what you eat now. He's sitting up there genetically modifying the goddamn mosquitoes. They got a genetically modified mosquito that they actually put the vaccine in. Y'all think that's conspiracy theory. They actually is doing shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's going to take like 30 or 40 years for you to understand that when they look at it hindsight, when they release those FBI files. Because at that time, you would have never thought that Martin Luther King was doing orgies in 1960.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a nigga like Domo sitting up here arguing that point. But now we release the FBI.
That would not. The sex life of any celebrity. I would not waste my time with.
We released the FBI files now 40 years later, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
You care that King was fucking. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck if he was fucking or not.
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't none of my business. That's the shit that y'all niggas are arguing.
So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who has the eye for the truth. You know what I'm saying? To understand the bigger picture. You know what I mean?
Dr. King was fucking.
So why you is worried about some Democratic Republican? Don't you know that those are two wings on the same goddamn bird?
I'm worried about Democrats and Republicans. You know what I'm saying? About who Dr. King fucking.
No, I mean that was just an example. I mean, you see what he's doing? He said, "Fuck all this shit that I was just talking about. Let's jump to the example that I used." You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. By the lack of understanding. That's what I'm talking about. The lack of understanding. That was just an example that I used. He want to jump on the example as opposed to the context of what I was talking about. See the limited knowledge that the man has.
If you really want to flesh out the context, use a better example. That's a bad example to use.
So this is what I'm saying.
And then not only did you use it as an example, you used me as an example. You said I would not want to know or want to talk about whether or not Dr. King was having orgies. And my response to that was, you right, because I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's my point.
You care about who you care about.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. You know what I'm
Does it
saying?
take place?
But you know, right?
But this is what I'm
saying
talking about.
you said that the people
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying. He's now trying to shift the conversation from what we're talking about. He's trying to shift the conversation about Martin Luther King and orgies. This is what I'm talking about.
You took it there, and you used me as an example.
And this is what I'm talking about. He went now. You know why he wanted to bicker about that?
Bro.
He wanted to bicker about that because he know I'm speaking the goddamn truth. You know, I'm speaking
another
about the
straw,
goddamn
man.
truth. There's people being oppressed over in New Zealand. There's people being oppressed in Africa.
But yeah, you talking about who Dr. King fucking
there's people being
That's the
oppressed in
truth, right?
Asian. There's people
But we
being
need to be
oppressed
talking
all
about
across
who
the
that-
world
but we need
at
to be
the
talking about
behest
who Dr.
of the
King
United
fucking-
States government and at the behest of these European nations. And you
But
want to
we
sit up
need to
here
be-
and you
So
want to sit
why
up
did
here
you
and
bring
you're mad
up who
because you
Dr.
ain't got
King
your damn Nikes. That's what you're
Globalization.
mad about. You're mad because you ain't got your
So-
goddamn Nikes.
Hold on,
And you sit up there, you're mad
Asiatic,
because
are you a nationalist?
Nah,
If you're not a nationalist, then why do you care about globalization?
because globalization is a part is really it's a
I-
catchword for the machine. It's
Do
the
you believe in
machine that got-
Pan-Africanism?
Yeah, I believe in Pan-Africanism.
Do you? Oh, bro. Think about what you do. You believe in the? Hold on. Do you believe in the African diaspora?
Yes, that's not
Do you-
globalization.
That, bro. No, those are globalist concepts.
It is
like-
a globalist concept in its structure, but it's not a globalist concept in its methodology and
But
the way
literally in its methodology is globalist. What are you talking about? Like it's not, bro.
we got a problem with globalization,
And
white
this
supremacy.
is the thing.
That's what I'm talking about. We got a problem with
Globalization is simply the
globalization, white
idea.
supremacy. That's what we talking about.
Globalization is simply the
Yes.
idea that they're global communities. That they're
No.
communities that extend beyond.
No. When he say
national barriers.
globalist, that has a meaning
definition,
to
you
it.
know that.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. That the meaning is contrived from a particular political standpoint. The only people who have an issue with globalists and create these narratives surrounded by globalists are nationalists.
No.
No, not necessarily.
Y'all niggas, boy.
No, I mean you sit up here,
man.
y'all niggas, but you the nigga that's somebody told you that. Somebody told you that bullshit.
Just like somebody told you.
No,
about globalism,
because
right?
I'm not a nationalist,
Just like somebody told
but
you.
I'm
about
against
globalism.
I'm against globalism.
Yeah.
And what is globalism? What is globalism?
It's the idea
Globalization.
that they want to unite the world
Who's
under
they?
under one rule. Anybody under the one rules, concepts,
Financial
laws,
structure.
religion,
Financial
etc.
Y'all niggas talking about
Banking
globalization is the new world order, my brother. It's with miss me
No.
with that bullshit.
That's the
Nigga.
bank,
Y'all
it's a
niggas.
banking structure. It's a
You
financial
niggas
structure.
you niggas is like y'all say y'all not nationalists, but y'all against globalism. Y'all believe in Pan-Africanism and believe in the African
Pan-Africanism.
I never said I believed in
but
Pan-Africanism.
don't believe in globalism.
I believe in Pan-Africanism.
Like
So
come
so
on,
so
bro.
so this is
Come
what I'm
on.
talking about.
Come
You know what I'm
on, bro.
saying?
Like you
know,
can't say that you think that
Economic.
black people are connected globally, but yet you're against globalism.
Blue, you hear this clown, man?
Israelis
Bro.
Israelis are connected globally.
Bro.
And they stay connected globally.
Yeah, bro, and transnational corporations are connected globally. Like, yeah, that's literally just that's what I'm saying. Globalists
That's
are
they
only
structure.
juxtaposed to nationalists because everybody recognize global relationships. Nationalists are people who attempt to cut off those global relationships. So, for example, like the concept of having any type of, for example, social or economic relations with any other country are concepts associated with globalism. It's not the boogeyman. Trust me.
It's not a boogeyman. It's a structure. It's a structure. It's an economic structure.
No, it's not. It's an ideology, bro. It's not an
it's not.
economic structure.
Neo-
It's an idea.
neo-
The
it's an
economic structure. The economic structure that globalism, bro. The economic structure that globalism operates off of is capitalism, bro. That's where you get transnational corporations from.
Bro, when we look at
Capitalism is the economic structure that is global. But
when we look at
globalism
the
itself,
project-
globalism itself is about relationships developed beyond countries and nationalistic positions.
That's
That's
what
it.
he
Look at the
thinks.
project
He don't know
for
what he's
New
talking about.
American Century.
What's going on, Blue?
You're looking at globalization.
Man, shit.
Yeah, this clown, man.
Bro, yeah, when you're looking at without borders, you're looking at globalization. You're right.
Yeah.
But this is what happens with you niggas. Y'all think that the people that y'all against are able to monopolize whole ideologies. No. Pan-Africanism is globalist, bro.
Ideology. They monopolize
but that's what I'm saying. The liberals that scare you so much. The liberals that scare you, they don't monopolize globalism.
That's what I'm saying. He's
bro.
so stuck in his Democratic Republican bullshit.
But he just named liberal think tanks. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you don't even understand what the fuck you're talking about.
Y'all don't even know the talking points.
Because those are talking points that they use. That doesn't mean that they created those talking points, bro.
Okay, hold on. You can? Oh my god.
Yes, bro.
This shit becomes.
That's crazy, bro. He really thinks that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro.
You're not saying nothing, bro. At the end of the day, globalism as a concept is just the idea that there are global communities that are interconnected. No. It's not. No, it's not
global colonization.
No, that's literally colonization. Bro, do you know what global colonization nowadays is literally neoliberal? No, bro, it's neoliberal, bro. Yes, that's neoliberalism, bro.
Leopold.
Colonization today is neoliberalism. It's not global. It's neoliberalism. Like even those the think tanks that you talking about are neoliberal, bro. That's where their issue is. It's their attempt to use financial resources to solve and control the world. That's not globalism, bro.
Is it murderous? Does it kill?
But, bro, hold on. But Asiatic. We're specifically talking about. Hold on.
Does it kill human beings?
Neoliberalism? Yes.
No, we're talking about globalization.
No, bro, hold on. See, that's what I'm saying.
When they took
listen.
Oil in Iraq, they killed.
That was because of transnational capitalism, bro. And it was neoliberal. And let me explain to you how it was neoliberalism. Because they used
thousands of people.
Bro, let me explain to you how it was neoliberalism. Let me explain to you how it was neoliberalism.
Hundreds of thousands of people in Afghanistan.
Yes, but not because of globalism. It was because of neoliberalism. I said yes. I'm flat out answering your question. I said yes, nigga.
That's checkmate. You're dead.
I said, but it wasn't because of globalism. They were doing it based on neoliberalism. They used neoliberal. Now, does neoliberalism engage in globalist ideology? Yes, but they. But this is the point, though. This is the point.
He's ass backwards, bro.
They killed hundreds of thousands, millions of
people. I'm not, but this is what I'm saying, Asiatic. I'm not fighting with you about that. I'm not arguing with you about that. We're literally talking about specifically the definition of globalism. We're not talking about.
No, that's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about.
Not like that's the conversation. That's what the fuck we talking about.
No, that's what you're talking about. I'm saying that.
Bro, y'all niggas got it can't be like niggas.
Yeah, no, that's what you like, tried to shift it into.
Niggas just stuff. Why you
tried to generally talk about general globalism. So
why can't I
when you know we're talking about the people who control the globalists that actually control shit today. We're talking about that. You tried to shift it. You tried to shift it. We all having a conversation. I don't want to brought it up.
But that's what I'm saying. Me and Asiatic are actually conversing.
I'm the one who brought it up, so I can't speak on something that I brought up. What are you talking about?
Bro,
so you the one that tried to shift it into a general understanding of what generally globalism is. That's not what we were talking about.
Right now, we posturing.
That's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that shucklebuck shit only works in the shucklebuck. Outside of the shucklebuck, you look silly.
Bro, what are you talking about? No, you look silly because we were talking about globalism.
You look silly. You look silly.
Right. We were talking about globalism as what with globalism today. The people who are trying to be globalizing today. You try to go into the general understanding. And I'm pushing
back on the concept.
You try to go into the general understanding of globalism.
That's how conversations work, bro. This ain't hold on. So
no, I just was correcting you. I was correcting you. You was talking about the general understanding of globalism.
No,
that's what you were talking about. That's not what we were talking about.
I know that, but so is this?
Okay, so that's what you were talking about. So that goes back to what I was saying.
Hold on, so is this only?
You the one that was talking about that, not us.
This is stupid. If this only a conversation for niggas that agree with each other, because if not, I could. If it is, I'll dip. If this is just for niggas that agree with what y'all saying, then I'll let y'all have it.
No, I just was correcting you on what you were saying.
I was
correcting you on what you were saying.
Is this just a conversation about niggas that agree on whatever they feel about globalism? Because if so, y'all can have that.
Never that.
No, it's right. It's never that, right? So what I'm introducing is I'm challenging the way that niggas understand, or the way that niggas are describing globalism. That's what I'm introducing into the conversation. So you can point out that, yes, I'm introducing something.
That's not what you said 5 minutes ago.
No, I said what I'm talking to him about. I'm calling into question not colonialism. I'm not calling into question capitalism. I'm calling into question whether or not white people control the concept of globalism. That's what I'm doing. So when he says, well, are they murderers? Yes, they are murderers. He says that they go over there talking about oil and kill people. Yes,
but that was a misunderstanding because you shifted to try to say generally globalism. No, that's not what he's talking about. That's not what we were talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm introducing something new. I'm introducing something different. So when you say that it's not, I know it's not.
That's how you should come into this. So you should say that.
But
that's not what you said 5 minutes ago.
Hey, can I introduce something?
No. That's not what you said.
Starting to sound.
You said that's not what we're talking about. You said that's not what we're talking about. I said no. That's what you're talking about.
I said to him.
You shifted the conversation. That's what I was saying.
I said to him, that's not what I'm talking to you about. That's what I said. I know I said I'm not talking to you about that. I know what the fuck I said.
Yeah, you know what you said.
Yeah, I know. I said I'm not talking to you about that.
Have a whole another conversation, bro. So
okay, cool. All right.
You can have your general
conversation. Since Solar want to hold your hand tonight, bro, we'll have this conversation another time. Solar, for whatever reason, wants to make sure
nobody's holding anybody's hand. What are you talking about?
He want to hold your hand.
I know what we were talking about.
We had a dialogue another time. It's all good. It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. He tried to shift the conversation into. He tried to shift. Yeah, go ahead and run. He tried to shift the conversation as if we were talking generally about the definition of globalism.
No, not at all.
So what is y'all talking about though?
I was just using as an example how white supremacy. I mean, like how people. I was using an example of the debating and what people consider to be important. So I said, for a religious person, the politics shit is not important to them. And then I use an example like, well, who will vote in a system? This is how they see things. Who will vote in a system that's been oppressing them for 400 years? So we that shifted into us talking about globalization, white supremacy is what we were talking about. Because they're the only globalists. This clown tried to come on here and talk about globalism in general. Just the definition of globalism. No, we're talking about the people who are actually pushing their idea of globalism. So he tried to come in there and say, well, globalism, just the word isn't a bad thing. That's what he tried to do. So what I'm saying, we ain't talking about that. He tried to make it into a conversation about just the general word of globalism.
Solar brother.
What was that?
My brother, can we backtrack to just before the Martin Luther King came up, or just around there on the dot, regarding his promiscuity?
Oh yeah. Martin Luther King. Allegedly, the FBI had some information that he was performing orgies. He was involved in orgies. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, I'm just questioning. Was he what, just getting it on here and there, or like literally holding like rings, sex rings or something?
I really didn't read the FBI files to get the details of what he was doing.
Okay.
But definitely is a consensus out there that has the information that J. Edgar Hoover actually was threatening him with the information of him being involved in some promiscuous
affairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you take away his validity? This is the question I have for you. I'm quite neutral. If he was a deviant in that arena, shall we say, and a leader at the same time.
No, I personally wouldn't do that. I mean, everybody had the purpose, and then, whatever motivated him to do the good stuff. I can't take away the stuff that he did good based off of the stuff that he did bad, unless they conflict with each other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the stuff that he did that was positive. I mean, that was we all humans, so it's good and bad. So.
So he's still like. So
I wouldn't take that away from him.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm just very interested because obviously politics, depending on what culture, one's outside my own. I'm pretty uninformed, but my own personally, right? So this is also a Pacific Island culture within the churches or the synagogues, right? They will hound and disown and disassociate with a fellow man, right? An adult who consented with another woman and did his thing. Not a married woman, just a woman single woman, kicked this guy out of the church, disowned him, stopped talking to him. Yet all the aunties and uncles and the shit who fucked around with the young ones are still welcome into that church. And so that's why I had to ask, considering what Martin Luther was allegedly accused of. If it was just with two adults, you wouldn't discredit or discount him as a leader for his people.
Yeah, wait, what was he accused of?
Of having orgies, something like that. Actually, I had read it.
Yeah. That stuff, yeah.
Hoover and
that stuff happened.
But
I thought you meant like something underage.
They also say in their tactics that they, that's a part of their tactics, that they would use that on political figures at times to blackmail them. Sometimes they would really be guilty of it, and sometimes they wouldn't. That's in the FBI files as well. Snitch jacketing. They would make a person look like a stool pigeon, or they was working with them and they really wasn't. They was playing play all kind of games.
Because look, what's even crazy? Like Ella, like even before, like what's crazy, like how what Nandy was breaking out against How, right? I did a show about a while back on Ella Baker, and what's crazy is when I was just like going through like her words, every other like quote that she had was like it was like a subliminal shot at MLK. Like it was crazy, bro. It was. I'm like, damn, is she pop shotting them? She was like talking about like people getting all the credit and they ain't doing stuff and how only the men is like she was just going in on a lot of stuff and I ain't never really, peep game like that. Yeah. And then even like I said, because even when we even talk about the civil rights movement, right? When it really gets jumping, it gets jumping based on with Diane Nash is jumping that mug off in Tennessee under Reverend Phil Lawson. So Phil Lawson is at the college, right? Because Phil Lawson is the one that went to India and studied under Gandhi. So Phil Lawson is the one who comes back. Reverend Phil Lawson is the one who comes back and then has that he's spreading that doctrine and of the nonviolence movement in the schools at the colleges. And so from there, Diane Nash and being a student, she started cranking it up and organizing shit. And so that's why she even brought out how, they had did the full organization of the March on Washington and everything, bro. And it was like almost on some, like that nigga pulled some Jesse Jackson shit, bro. Like wipe the blood on his shirt and shit. Like got right in front of the camera. Like damn, bro.
Yeah. Wait. Jesse Jackson actually did that?
Hell yeah.
He wiped the
You
blood
ain't
on
see
his
it?
shirt. No, I didn't see that shit.
Yeah, he got. You don't see him wipe the blood. You see him the next day though with the blood on him. But everybody tell you that he wasn't even on the floor. He was like down He was downstairs when he got shot.
Yeah, I seen that.
Wow.
I saw that.
I forgot who
saw
said
it in
he
print.
wiped the blood on him. But yeah, that nigga kept them clothes on and wore that shit on TV the next day.
Yeah,
Like
I
he
saw
was
it
like
in print.
in the fire and shit.
Yo, nah. Yeah, shit is crazy, bro. Yeah.
Shit
Yeah.
tough.
And
Shit wild.
you look at that, and you know what I'm saying, when you look at, like, you know, the FBI files and, you know, what they were planning, you know, motherfuckers be playing around with that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers
Yeah.
think that shit is a game.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't no game. They dead serious about what they trying to do. And, you know, going into that whole period of them assassinating those leaders like they did, you know what I'm saying? Shows how
And
serious
just-
they was. So much so that they assassinated the president. Think about that.
Yeah.
In the
In
1960s,
front of everybody.
they killed the fucking president. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit's messed
And
up.
think any other time some shit like that happens, that would be like the biggest sign of weakness.
Right.
So to do that was like a statement.
It was a statement, even the way they did it. Like it was on camera. They still show it to this day. I can punch it in on YouTube. You know how certain shit, you know, does it? You can't put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That type
Certain
of
shit
yeah.
you can't play on YouTube, and it's from like a political standpoint. Like, you know what I
It
mean?
always bounces
You can
back.
watch this.
You
nigga
could watch JK
brains
get his head blown
off.
off on YouTube, bro.
Brains all
Because
over the
the
card,
people
everything.
that authorize that shit is still in power. They gonna say, look at what we did to this motherfucker.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you
And,
say
and,
my
y'all,
brother
and,
was
and y'all niggas talking about Democratic and Republican.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas talking
that shit
about,
don't even
you know,
matter.
getting
Trump.
it together and y'all motherfuckers, Trump is evil and Joe Biden and
Yeah.
all this bullshit. Come on, bro.
Same shit.
These
Them niggas
motherfuckers,
have-
like the
them niggas be
motherfuckers
laid
that's in
out.
power, right? The motherfuckers that's in power have been in power for the last goddamn 50 years. It ain't no damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, bro. Niggas, bro. They the only
don't
ones
get
that
it,
think
bro.
like that. They the only ones that think like that. Niggas
We
is
trying to
trying
work on credit.
yeah, niggas trying to work on credit. They're trying to coexist within the oppressive system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and,
our
and that's
plan.
the point that I was bringing up. Y'all niggas is trying to coexist within the oppressive system. You know what I'm saying? It's designed to be oppressive. So I don't give a damn
Crazy.
about it. So that's why I like, you know, that's what annoys me about what Domo did. He tried to shift the argument to talking specifically about globalization.
Yeah.
That's not what we talking about, and that's what Afro-Asiatic said. No, are they killing people? And this is what I'm talking about with these smart, dumb motherfuckers. I don't give a damn what they call it. I don't give a damn what they call it. They could call it fucking, you know, fucking tribalization. I don't give a fuck what they call it. Is it oppressive? Are they oppressing people? Are they killing people? Are they extracting the damn mineral resources and making them babies running into goddamn diamond mines so they can get all types of mercury and all types of illnesses? Are they doing that? That's what we're against. I don't give a damn what they call it. Oh no, well technically globalization. Get out of here with that fucking college education bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. So that's why I did that. Because he tried to shift the conversation into a definition of a word. We're talking about the actions of these motherfuckers that's been in power for the last goddamn 400 years oppressing our asses. That's what we're talking about. They call it anything. They always change the goddamn name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before you were fucking savage. And then from there you turned to the third world nations. And now you're lesser developed nations. Who gives a fuck about what the name? Before they call it colonialism. Then they called it neo-colonialism.
Mm-hmm.
Now they calling it globalization. I don't give a damn what they call this shit. You mean to tell me when a motherfucking, what you think what the conquistadors was doing when they was going over to Mexico and oppressing the Aztecs? That was globalization, nigga.
You fucking right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think
niggas get caught up in the name, and let's look at what the beast is doing. What is he doing any different than what he did 400 years ago?
Getting bitter.
Niggas want to get into definitions of words and shit. He got you all confused. He's playing the same goddamn game he was playing for the last 500 years. He controls shit while you don't. He's extracting shit out of Africa while you can't. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn about what they call it. Nigga worry about what the name that they're using. What the hell that got to do with anything? Just neoliberalist talking points. The hell is this shit? They was doing this shit before neoliberalism. What the fuck you talking about? Y'all want me going in, bro.
You crank it up. Y'all
done got me in my old school bag with this shit.
Taking notes as I speak, brother.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be literally, when I was in Temple, I would literally be saying this. I wouldn't be cursing it, but I'd be literally saying this to these motherfuckers. They sit up there talking about some damn, get the hell out of here with that bullshit, bro. We see what it is.
See, that's the point.
You try to shoehorn them on, you know what globalization is? I don't give a damn what they call it. White supremacy was what we call it. We against that shit. That's the problem. We never defining shit. We allowing our oppressors to define shit.
That's the problem.
And until we see it that way, until we see it that none of this coexist bullshit, this getting it together and building a community bullshit that y'all so harped on. Oh yeah, the voting rights and we're gonna vote and eventually get a nice community bullshit. Is that's all you're fighting for? So you're cool with them oppressing your indigenous land. You're cute. You cool with them burning down the goddamn rainforest, killing off the goddamn animals. You're cool with that. Niggas talking about building a community. And oh yeah, well, we don't have equal rights in this oppressive system. Like yo, we all we asking for is the fucking crumbs from them oppressing other people and shit. That's what we're fighting for. That's what the black man is supposed to be fighting for.
Yeah, I'm straight up.
We want the crumbs. We want the crumbs from what they stealing from other nations. You niggas stand on nothing.
Can't hear you, brother.
So you got your two debates set up, brother Joshua?
Yes, my man. Hey, bro, was the brother just saying something before? Was it? Because it was quite muffled.
You say what you talking about, the MLK thing?
Oh no, brother Blue. I thought I could.
Oh yeah, brother Blue. Good, brother. What you were saying, Blue? Yeah, he muted out.
Damn. Yeah, brother. Yes, I have those two debates. I was just holding on to everything that you were saying.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying. From because people say, and that was my point. My point was, I got the spirit. I eventually got the spirit, but my point was what you consider to be the answer. Other motherfuckers think is bullshit. That's all I was proving. So that doesn't matter in the terms of debate. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, what he believes is bullshit. He's into the Bible, or he's into the Quran. He's into that. That's bullshit. If we'd have followed that shit, I guarantee you we'd be in a better position than right now. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? From a standpoint of like yo. I mean, it sounds spooky, but I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? He's something. Call him a damn devil. Whatever evil is, that's what he is, goddammit.
White man.
Yeah, whatever that motherfucker is. Everybody got the same experience with this goddamn beast. It's a world issue.
I mean,
niggas worried about Democratic, Republican and shit. And oh yeah, well in America, we need to get, I want a house as big as the white man's.
It's a trick.
Okay.
You don't give a damn about what's going on in other nations. You don't give a damn about what they doing to other motherfuckers for you to have the little bit of shit that you got.
And I had a college professor, an instructor, tell me that the captains of industry in America was done with America. They had their sights on India, China. He told me that years ago. You know what I mean? When I was in going to school for business. You know what I mean? He told me that they were done with America because India has such a large potential consumer population as well as China. So this was like throwaway to them. You know, so that was their vision, you know what I mean, in the over 2 decades ago.
You can see it's being orchestrated. I mean, even when you look at it from the influx of Pakistani and people from India into the country, and them beginning to get enough clout politically, because they have an objective, and I know because when I was Muslim, I was amongst Pakistanis. They're connected to Pakistan. They still go back to Pakistan. They're connected to Pakistan.
So you definitely know how to make a biryani, right? You better.
You say what?
You definitely know how to make a biryani then.
A what? A believe what?
Biryani, a curry, Pakistani style curry.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they call it, but they did make some good food. It's real spicy though, but definitely liked the food.
Carry on, sorry, brother.
Remember they what? I believe that they are the only ones. Well, no, not the only ones, but they have nuclear capability. They have nuclear weapons in Pakistan. Pakistan have nuclear.
And India.
Yeah, they have nuclear capability. So,
they just don't have ICBMs. They don't have intercontinental ballistic missiles, but they do have missiles that can hit like Israeli sites and things like that.
Yeah, so
they don't have ICBMs though.
They definitely, them Punjabi. They definitely, and they have a whole history with the British as well. Long history with the British, going back into those protest movements with Gandhi. That Pakistan was founded by Ali Jinnah, and he was in conflict with Gandhi because I think that the Hindus, they was majority over the Muslim population. So they would associate, they would provide certain military support for World War II, and as a result, the British helped them get a little area of land that they call Pakistan. So Pakistan is just they really just Indians that just were Muslim and were being oppressed by the Hindus. So then they had a separation from that. Bangladesh, they had some type of inner war, civil war that went on, so they created Bangladesh. So all that is from the same area. So they have a long history with the British and being supported by the British.
That's right. They broke Kuwait off from Iraq. They broke Kuwait off from Iraq. Kuwait used to be a part of Iraq, and they broke it off. Well, split it away, and then started slant drilling into Iraqi oil fields from Kuwait. They started slant drilling, like drilling to the side, drilling in they shit, from the British. You know what I mean? Over there, that's what they do. They split off countries. They split North Korea, South Korea. That's what they do. They go all over the planet, dividing and conquering, and run out with the bag.
Right. So it's all documentation. What's that? What's the documentation? NSSM 200. Henry Kissinger actually targeted these different areas. I think India was one of them.
Kissinger was a man.
Yeah, so when you're talking about this is what they're doing, bro. This ain't no damn conspiracy theory. And
No.
yeah, this is what they're doing. You know, read about the works of the club. These are secret. That is a private organization. The Club of Rome. They advise the United Nations, bro.
And they put the documents out.
They put the documents out, bro.
Project for New American Century, the Project for Greater Israel. They put it out. You know, you can look at it. The Nazi handbooks on the history of eugenics is out there. You can see what they be doing.
Yeah, so yeah, so you talking about in terms of what this whole thing about and where the mind of the black man is.
Mm-hmm.
See, we had a different role. We got a different role than this political bullshit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And we was able to exercise that role. We seen that when we seen the beast in his rare form, in his true form, what we were doing. What was the black man doing when we seen the beast being the beast? There's a reason why he's comfortable now. There's a reason why he's comfortable now. That he's not even as aggressive as he used to be. It ain't because, and when people think, oh yeah, it's because we fought and we got him to, nah. You're more integrated than ever before. You the one that's been, you the one that's changed. You don't talk like how you talked in the 1960s, black man. You don't live how you used to live in the 1960s. You're not doing none of the things that you did in the 1960s. You changed. So he's cool with what you are now. He's 100% comfortable with you thinking that, you're going to vote your way out of your oppressor. He's comfortable with that.
Boss.
So yeah, man, that's what it is. But once again, shout out to Afro-Asiatic. Very powerful debate right there, my brother.
Respect.
You gotta get him on that white man as the devil. I would have took that one first, bro. You know what I mean? That's what I would have took.
Right. I just ain't want to be redundant. I think it'll be, an interesting topic though.
What do you think of someone the likes of Casti Amaru? I've asked this question before.
About who?
Casti Amaru, Tyson's original trainer.
Who? Mike Tyson's original trainer?
Yeah.
What you mean? What do I think about him?
That bond and that relationship.
Oh yeah, he definitely was. He changed Mike Tyson's life, man. Because Mike Tyson, according to what Mike Tyson was saying, he was just a guy that was living in New York, was real poor, was robbing people. He probably would have ended up in jail or dead had it not been for that man.
Wow. Solar brother, we have a dude in my country. He's still in the underground scene. It's funny what you said. He dropped something a few years back in one of his bars where I've seen a whole lot of could have been Mike Tyson's if they had the right guidance. And
yeah, everything I go right for you. Even with all the craziness that happened with Mike Tyson, it's really after he died. If you ain't noticed that, everything kind of went downhill with Mike Tyson, far as because he was protecting Mike Tyson. He had some type of understanding of how Mike Tyson thought and was able to protect him. He was very disciplined. Very disciplined, even with his fighting techniques, went early on.
See him break down in pride to this day. Once his coach's name gets brought up, it's over for him. He's already in tears. And so that's I don't know whether that's the flip side of the coin or just the one exception. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say, in regards to white supremacy, and also white people who don't stand for that shit whatsoever or tolerate that shit.
Yeah.
Even privileged white people, who grew up, lived a good life and everything, and still would be the first ones to say, "No, I got your back."
Yeah. You got, for the most part, it's a hierarchy system. Really, that 1% we not even communicating with those people that actually, is wielding power as to what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But he created he created these mind viruses that he used to keep humanity disunited. You know what I'm saying? He likes to cause confusion because he can only control when everybody is not together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's on on a much greater scale. So all these social constructs that was created, like race and even the gender politics and all the different things that we kind of have over each other to keep us divided, is something that was created by that 1%. But understanding that, you see that he decided on white supremacy, as what Francis Cress Wilson was saying. You know what I'm saying? He could have did anything, but he chose white supremacy. So this is just the system that he uses along with the capitalism, to keep the confusion going. Because as long as everybody's working to try to, fit these standards that we have been programmed to wanting, the American dream is what they call it over here in the United States. The nice house and the dog and the car and then, the wife and, you're coming out there with the newspaper and shit. And this is what they sold to us. And we actually look and we hold each other to those standards. You know what I'm saying?
Getting your shit together. That's what you were saying, right?
Huh?
They call it getting their shit together.
Yeah, getting their shit together. And it comes, it's a whole socialization behind that because, you're respected when you do those things. You know what I'm saying? You're a person that gets respect. They respect you for doing that when you have all those things. You know what I mean? You could be the evilest motherfucker on the planet, but you'll get respect for having those things. Even
if you don't own them.
Yeah. So this is why we glorify drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? Drug dealers are glorified even though their profession is at the expense of people becoming addicts and other people losing their families and other people dying from the drugs and killing each other and fucking their lives up. But they get respect because of the money that is being made. So we make movies about these motherfuckers. And we glorify that because in a capitalistic society, however you're going to make it, that's all that matters.
Scarface, Al Pacino.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely. But see, that's once again part of the programming. You're not on this planet to ride in a Bugatti, It's a much greater thing. Your existence is much greater. But see, I think in the Gnostic Bible it says that the devil has tricked the world with luxury. He's used luxury to fool the masses. The fact that it's a convenient form of life, a convenient form of living. That's what he used to confuse the masses. And while you live in more convenient, he's steady dumbing you down. Because as this technology becomes to be more advanced, you be more reliant on the technology, and we could see it, just based off of our generation. Remember, back in the day, you had to remember all those phone numbers.
Yes.
But you don't do that. You got the phone. The phone are locking those numbers out, and half the numbers that I would have known in the 90s. Like I should know my sister's number by heart. I don't know her number by heart. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how many
you know what I'm saying? I should know those numbers by heart. Huh?
How many digits were there back in the day? For example, if you were just ringing a local phone, so for cell phone and
back in the day, it was just a 7. Landline. Yeah. The landline, it was just 7 numbers. They didn't add the area code because that's before. That's when you had to pay for. Because it really, the basic package was the local calls, I believe.
Okay.
And so you didn't have to type in the area. You had to pay for the long distance calling back then. So at that time, it was just the 7 digits.
Okay. You said here, I think it's 708. Now there's 10 on the cell phone here.
Yeah. It's 10 now. I think that changed probably like going to the mid 90s. Going to like the early 2000s, I believe. But I remember at a point in time it was just the 7 digits.
Yeah, and that was simple enough. I can still remember shit from or numbers from when I was a 6, 7-year-old. And then even with the cell phones as well, because you have to remember them.
Right.
You have to remember them because like things go wrong. You lose phones and shit like that.
Yeah.
Especially the main ones that you talk to on a daily basis. But anyway,
landlines is like, that's out of business now, man. I mean, who got the landline now? If everybody got cell phones, what they need a landline for?
Yo, there's always antiques for sale, bro. Like the PlayStation 2 is still pumping out right now. Like I just recently the other night I got the old hey, this will fall right into like you set me up right now. I just recently got the GTA Definitive Edition, the trilogy. You heard of that?
GTA. Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it's Grand Theft. So it's Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and OG San Andreas.
Yeah.
They've done a more of a definitive, so like they've upped the graphics and everything like that, but it still looks the same, almost. I just recently went and bought that, and to be congruent with what you're saying, that's another distraction right there. That's going to take up hours of my day.
I know, right?
Enabling people to be lazy.
Yeah, because I remember I played all those. I played Vice City and San Andreas. I played all those ones, But yeah, that takes a lot of time. Grand Theft Auto. My thing was the sports games, and that take all my damn time, bro. That's why I don't even play that shit no more. That take a lot of your time, bro.
It's like cigarette smokers and stuff. They always got to go back to it. They always just got to go back and get that one more. I told my wife last year. I said I was playing San Andreas again, right? Carl Johnson. I says, you know what's so bad about this, which I didn't realize 15 years ago. She said what I said. They have missions designed for you to go and kill another gang of black men. This is promoting black on black and black on Mexican violence. With incentives and rewards for going and taking over a hood and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Solar. You know who else I could debate? I want to debate KOT again on another topic, if that's possible. Somewhere probably down the line.
Okay. No doubt.
Bro, probably let me, get in somewhere.
So let me see what you looking like now. You definitely went up significantly. In the standings.
Yeah, I gotta tighten up. I'm gonna try to tighten up. Get into the the intellectual sport.
Yep.
Let me see what it's looking like. Okay, so you're ranked 22nd.
Blue probably lined up too.
Yeah. So you definitely got to get a couple of debates in with that 130. You know what I'm saying? Because you're ranked 22nd right now. And, to get in that top 16, we definitely got to put in work because, you got a few people that, haven't debated yet, like Yanga, Emac ain't debate yet, Orthodox Moore ain't debate yet, Brother Josh ain't debate yet.
Useless.
So these are, huh?
Sorry, I was just telling myself, useless. 2 debates and all.
Yeah, Emac deal with the migrations too, don't he?
Oh yeah, definitely. Emac. Yeah, I could get you with Emac, definitely.
Oh man, I'll put it into him.
Yeah, he definitely goes into that.
Because we could get technical.
That's what he was looking to debate. Matter of fact, Yanga, that's not really Yanga's expertise, so he wasn't really dealing with that.
Oh, okay. We could get that in.
Yeah, definitely.
As our show.
Do the people have to be on the panel at the time to discuss the debate idea, or was it just putting suggestions out? Is that like a
they look like
open
now.
season?
So yeah. I'm gonna call him tomorrow, and we'll see what's up with that. Yeah. I called him tomorrow.
And I'm looking based on what I rock with. So I don't give a fuck about a motherfucker status or nothing like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just be the what I fuck with.
Right.
You know, some people be running around doing what they do based on, like you said, whatever hierarchy or whatever it may be. You know, to whatever degree, it don't bother me. But you know, it's if it's there or not. But it is what it is. I go according to the you know, the debate though.
And then 23rd.
But yeah, KOT. I think I could definitely do another one with KOT.
Oh,
You
you
know,
want
because
to get that rematch?
yeah, I because I want to you know, it's about compressing and condensing information and trying to get points that be the most, you know, demonstrate the point, you know, you're trying to convey. But it's about compressing it. So yeah, I think we could go for another
I
round,
missed it, brother.
especially along the lines of Israelites and Ishmaelites, you know, related, you know, biblically, you know, that's obvious. You know, they all intertwined in the biblical text. Ishmaelites, David, his sister marries Jaziz, a Hagarite, which is you know, that's in Arabia, and then his top administrators are Ishmaelites. You know, so we know that back then people wasn't traveling. If you was going somewhere, you was coming with damn near a whole tribe. You had some flock with you. You had some cattle and some people to take care of them cattle. You know, you was moving out like that. So they was they wasn't the only ones who felt they saw somebody who looked cute. You know, basically, so a lot of intermingling went on. You know, according to the scripture. You know, but yeah, KOT, you know, we get it there on some stuff like that right there. Because we got to understand that the Quran and the Torah and the Injil, it come through the same populations. You know, that's also got to be pivotal in these discourses between Israelites and Muslims. You know, if we looking at the text, you know, the text overlap with great frequency. And it's obvious. The children of Israel dominate the Quran. You know what I mean? It's just the facts. No one is mentioned more than Moses. Nobody, you know, except Allah. You know, but
Agreed.
Moses dominates the text.
So what about the things like the Sabbath? You know what I mean? Like it's because I do believe in the Torah, but at the same time I feel like if it's a confirmation of the past scriptures, then we should adhere to those like commandments. But then you've got Jummah, like Friday prayer and whatnot, and I'm like, well, is the Sabbath still something I've got to observe? Because
Sabbath is in the Quran too, though.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the day though, like, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, observance of it.
It's the same concept though, linguistically. It's the seven. It's the seven in Sabah, and it's the seven. You know, that's how I look at it. You know, it's the same concept linguistically. The Sabah is the seven. You know, that's star in Kemetic language, and seven in South Arabia, and Sabbath in the Hebrew Israelite conceptualization.
Which is satisfying, but at the same time you have laws concerning that day, right? So you know, for example, Quran says from there on, when you finish the prayer, right, go and obtain bounty, go about your day, go and get your hustle on. That's the way I interpret it. So and then you've got the Sabbath and the Torah, right, which you shall do no work at all. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's talking about some.
Sorry.
It's talking about it's talking about a day, but we have other place in both texts, Bible and Quran, where it says a day with our Lord is as the measure of 1,000 years. So, is that application applicable to rest on a seventh day?
I would say, according to the Bible, no.
No,
because they had certain. There was one day, right, where they couldn't crucify the people.
But if it say a day with our Lord is as the measure of 1,000 years, and it's the seventh day, would it be a 7,000 year, or how do we distinguish? Where does that
Are you
apply
trying to say
or
observe the
not?
Sabbath every day?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about because we see elsewhere in the scripture where it says a day with our Lord is as the measure of 1,000 years.
Yes.
So is it talking about the 7,000 years, a 7,000 year? Like, does somebody who rests in Bible and Quran? It's in the Bible and it's in the Quran.
Regarding the seventh day, is that what you're saying, brother? Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
I said you're talking about the seventh day mentioned in the Quran.
No, he said it's a day like a day with the Lord is like 1,000 years. He what he said.
Yes, but I feel like that's a separate. When I read that, I assumed that that's basically breaking down his time schedule. Oh, sorry, his whole time evaluation. But I thought that had nothing to really do with the Sabbath.
Oh yeah. I don't know how that's with the Sabbath. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like there's scriptures in both the Quran and the Bible for in the day of your Lord is 1,000 years, in both scriptures.
Yes.
But I don't. I feel that has nothing to do with the Jummah and the Sabbath, which is laws concerning that day as well, which conflict with the trying to keep between those two scriptures there.
We know the Creator is omnipotent, is omnipotent, is all powerful. So how would he need rest?
That's what the Quran says. That he's without fatigue.
Exactly, without fatigue. So who needs rest on the seventh day then?
I thought that Genesis said that he rested on the seventh day.
Yeah, but who is it talking about though? It don't really make sense if it's talking about the all powerful, Almighty God. It don't make sense. It's talking about a lesser God because only a lesser God would need rest. It's talking about the Europeans and the end of their rule now. That's why we see all this turmoil and upheaval. We see all of this information is coming out. We see all of the systems is being exposed for what they are.
Mm-hmm.
They've been on this planet according to National Geographic 6,000 years, a little over that. That's an actual fact. Nowadays it could be proven. So it's a time to get put down, but it can't be the time. The creator of the heavens and the earth was not fatigued with creation. So how could he be? Why would he? When would he need rest? He don't need no rest. It's something else there.
So you're basically trying to symbolize the rules of his.
It's not a symbol when we look at the science. The science is telling us that is smack on, but it came through black people over here in America. It was that science of that came through black people over here in America.
Is there anything else?
Nobody else makes better sense of it. No one else makes better sense of it than the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Nobody.
That is a very very bold statement.
His science, his mathematics is dead on point. It's dead on point. You see, that's the one thing you can't argue with. Not if we are dealing with pure logistics, pure logic. Logic is mathematics. It's rationale is mathematics. It's a ratio. So if we dealing with rationale and we look at the mathematics of the teachers, it's impeccable. It's impeccable.
So do you think that could be part of the? Sorry.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So let's just say everybody from all walks of, we'll just stick with Judaism, Islam, Christianity, were able to understand this mathematics, there would be some form of unity.
Yeah, that's the oneness of Allah. We overlook that, especially when we dealing with the study of history. That's what a lot of these dudes overlook. It's so they teach us in a way that we only see Kemet and the Levant when they was fighting. We don't understand it was trade agreements for thousands of years when it wasn't no disputes. I'm in the Mahat, the earliest dynasties, the Nakadas traded back and forth with black Arabians and black Canaan and all of that in the Nakada period.
Was the Quran revealed at that time?
What you say?
Was the Quran revealed at that time?
No, Nakada is 3400, but we see the obsidian in Nakada. So we know that they was trading with the Levant, and we see the ivory carvings in the Nakada too. So, and we know that those are like Natufian. It comes down, it comes down from the north, and we know that they would share culture, But these dudes, they look at it only when the Egyptians, they had the Asiatics and that's all they know. They don't see none of the other trade agreements. They don't see none. They don't see the intermarriage in the 14th dynasty between Nubians and Amu Asiatics. They just ignore all of that. And them Amu wasn't pale. You know what I mean? They wasn't pale skinned. They was basically East African, looking people. Habasha or Oromo. People like that. Maasai, a lot of them is they black, but they Asiatics. But these dudes, all they see is they don't study. I swear they don't study Kemet. I swear they don't study Kemet. They don't, because there's no way you could just only see when they dispute, because they intermarrying like crazy. They got trade agreements, they getting money, and then things go bad, different administrations, just like governments here today, we don't understand that part. Like with different administrations come into government, different policies come in. So with different dynasties and different rulers, different policies come in. Hostility between one dynasty, it wasn't hostile with another dynasty or another ruler. And dudes, they don't really get into the nuance of Kemet and that relationship with the Levant. All of them, that Sonetta TV stuff and all of that bullshit. They don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Well, I mean, scripture, brother. Scripture, right? So if they're speaking from, if they're having let's have a debate with, let's just say, Israelite debate a Christian on the Bible. If the sources are coming from that same source they're trying to debate about, as long as they keep it within that, then that's education to my ears if I'm unaware of those scriptures. And that's where I continue to build, learn, and grow. And then you come across something like, hey, hang on. So you're talking about trade agreements and stuff, and then there were people back in the day that were united within the three religions, right? And if you're going to be a believer in a book, for example, let's say the Quran, which is always talking about come to common terms, and your God is one. Yeah, that's obvious. That's written everywhere. And then before you know it, there's a totally different flip side to the coin saying don't take those Jews as your homies. So that's where I want to know, where does politics and culture fit into the scriptural narrative and doctrine? Like where do they get their, where do communities get their and organize their whole community based on what they believe, and what are the scripts behind it? That's what I'm always interested in, because that is always going to be on a different, like you brought up earlier about the and God rest on the seventh day. You say no, that was the Europeans, because the Creator's above that. He doesn't need rest, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and then you come across another group of people who say, actually, no, it's not the Europeans, brother. It's these people, those people, that people. And now you're in dispute and division over something that is not productive to the community whatsoever. It's irrelevant. And this is the same conversation I had with a sister the other day, who says, well, what are you? And I says, well, I choose to step out, because if I choose to step in and say, yeah, I stand on this or I stand on this, then I'm going to be at odds anyway. So I take a step out, but I absorb what's useful and discard what's useless. So she said, all right.
I feel
she said, all right.
I feel what you're saying, but look. The thing with the thing though is when it's, you know, people could say it's doctrine if they want to, but certain key things that when the individuals say it, or it's in their writings, or it's known to be in their works, I think when certain key things are driven in, if it's in science and you can find it in science, it's just hard to ignore. You know what I mean? It's hard to ignore. You know, in my opinion, from my perspective.
Especially if you've applied, especially if you have diligently applied these instructions to your life and they have benefited you, right?
That's right.
So the conversation I had with the sister, she says, well, you tell me what you have found useful and what you discard as useless. And what scriptures or things do you apply in your everyday life? And I say, for example, turn the other cheek. And she rightfully turned around and says, well, hell no, because that's what keep me and my people down. That is what was used to oppress us. And I agree with that. But anyway, the debate had to happen and they had to jump off. So I didn't get to finish what I was saying. And what I was saying was the balance. So yes, turn the other cheek. And then you have the Quran, for example, fight those who fight you. But as long as they're upright towards you, and if they're inclined to peace, then you incline to peace also. You can use that in any given situation. And the reason why I use both jihad and turn the other cheek is because there is a time and a place to apply those teachings. And this is what I explained when I was locked up. There were brothers that would come to me, you know, and try it on. Hey, what's up? You want to fight? I said, no, my bro, I'm good. I'm cool. So as some people would say that.
What you say?
Some brothers would want to have a fight when I was locked up.
Oh.
As it happens, there's the politics. I say, no, I'm good. And then that's my well, let's just say in that game, in that code, that's my integrity, everything stooped down a level. But for me, I turn the other cheek because he's not literally fighting me or putting his hands on me. That's a different story. He's just saying some words, so I turn the other cheek. A few months down the track, no file notes, no problems. First parole, I'm out the door. So that worked for me. Then there were other times where jihad worked for me. So that's why I wouldn't label myself and say I'm this or that, because as I said, that's just opening the doors to more division and confusion and debate. But what is the wisdom that is within that can uplift any community? I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you said. You was locked up or something, and somebody wanted to fight you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happens in prison.
Yep. Yeah. But you said you turned the other cheek. You didn't let nobody assault you or nothing like that, right?
Yeah, but I didn't.
You didn't let them assault you, did you?
No. No, I was able to. Let's talk about it. No. Well, I said something. You said something. I apologize if I was wrong. I take the L on that one. That saved me some black eyes. There's no thoughts of retaliation for the future. Because, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. It's not like it used to be back in my father's day. Back in the day, you could have a one-on-one, and before you know it, you're in the bar having drinks together, right? Nowadays, you know, one homie said it. I can't subtract the word from a sentence. He says, if I have a fight with somebody and I lose, I'll lose the fight. But I will come back with a weapon and I will win.
Yeah.
So that kind of, I would rather turn the other cheek and just have no constant thoughts of retribution. You know what I mean?
I think we probably would be able to come up with some type of well, you said you got one coming up with more though, right? Oh, they're gonna
I got one. And then there's a few other sisters there as well, but I understand how late it is, my brothers, and I apologize for that again. Orthodox More, my bro, what's up?
Hey man, I was catching the tail end of that part, what you were talking about jihad or whatnot and whatnot. So I was trying to get an understanding as to what topics you wanted to cover, as to what you thought were contradictions within the Quran.
Oh, yes, yeah, of course, my bro, of course. You just saying that what you heard, you thought I was discussing that, or is that what you're asking?
It seemed like I wasn't sure, but like if you got the time, I'd love to hear what contradictions you'd like to discuss, because being that you're in New Zealand, we might not be able to catch up on time to be able to discuss it.
It's past all your brothers' bedtimes, bro. So I really do apologize. Anyway,
you good?
So my first point would be, I think it's 214, Svdl Bakara, right?
Okay.
Let's get it now. $214, yeah. Do you think that you will enter paradise while you have not yet been visited by difficult circumstances, like those that were faced by the people who passed away before you? They were afflicted by hardship and suffering and were so shaken down that the prophet and those who believed with him started saying, when will come the help of Allah? Behold, the help of Allah is near. So what I understand is that this seems to me contractual, right? Like if you want to enter paradise, you're going to have to suffer hardship like those before you.
What verse is this?
214, Svdl Bakara.
Oh, 214. I got you. Okay. So while I'm looking that up, you can go ahead and make your point.
My point is, I'm pretty sure the last sort of our ayat, of Al-Baqarah is a prayer. I assume. Here we go. Allah does not obligate anyone beyond his capacity. For him is what he has earned, and on him what he has incurred. Our Lord do not hold us accountable if we forget or make a mistake. Mm-hmm. And our Lord do not place on us such a burden as you have placed on those before us. And our Lord do not make us bear a burden for which we have no strength. And pardon us and grant us forgiveness and have mercy on us. You are our Lord, so then help us against the disbelieving people. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No. So what's the contradiction for you?
And our Lord do not place on us such a burden as you have placed on those before us. And the verse before that, do you think that you will enter paradise while you have not been visited by difficult circumstances, like those that were faced by the people who passed away before you? What the confusion that I have, my brother, is that these are Allah's words saying that this is going to happen. If you think that you're going to enter paradise easily, that's not the case.
Okay, so Surah 2, ayah 114, and you're saying the last ayat of the surah or contradictions? What other contradictions are you seeing there? Not just here, but like what other contradictions in the Quran you're trying to say? I'm not trying to debate you right now. I'm trying to get your list.
No, understood, bro. Understood.
But I do understand your point, and I would love to address it during the debate. 100%.
I'm sure you've dealt with it many times before.
No, I actually haven't. I'm actually intrigued.
Oh, cool. Because hey, I learned about this whole Quranist culture very fast because it just made sense. Mm-hmm. And I try to somehow make it not make sense in my mind, but it just did. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, and those who migrate in the cause of Allah and are then slain or die, certainly Allah will provide them with a goodly sustenance, and verily Allah is the best of providers. Sorry. That's one ayat, right? There's another one as well. Here we are.
What ayat is that, right quick?
That was sort of Al-Hijrah, I believe.
Okay, and what ayat?
Sort of 16, verse number 41. So the one that I just read was the wrong one. I apologize, but yes, it is congruent to the same. Here we are. Chapter 16, verse 41. The immigrants are given the highest honor and praise for having made a great sacrifice in the cause of God. Mm-hmm. He says, and those who immigrated for the cause of God after they had been wronged, we will surely settle them in this world in a good place. But the reward of the hereafter is greater. If only they could know. This is what I believe Allah has promised those who migrate, those who were oppressed, right, in the land. Mm-hmm. I had to look this up again. This is not an ayat. This is some statistics.
What are your biggest? What are the biggest contradictions you see in the Quran?
Off the top of the head, bro, I can give you another one, and this could all due to or all be due to different interpretations of a word, right? I understand that whole problem as well, but here we go. Heal me, please, brother.
Oh, no worries. And that part right there will be part of my premise, because like again, like I was telling you earlier, like so my argument's going to be based upon reiteration, to where like the meaning of the word becomes clarity amongst the reiteration.
Yes, and I hope for that, my brother. I hope for that. I really do. There's a part of me that really does hope for that, and you know, it's just growth either way. All my points is proven, and hence why I stepped out. Here we go.
Hey, I got a question, just out of curiosity, if you're kind of up for it, because I think it's actually kind of cool, bro. If you're interested in the 2-on-2 debate, right? Would you be willing to debate? Are you black? Because I'm willing to debate you are.
Well, is black and octoroon the same thing?
So you're still black. You would still be considered black based upon the New Zealand law, correct?
Yeah, of course. Well,
yeah. Then I'm 100% saying you're still black.
No, I don't want to debate you on that. I just want to take.
No, not me. I'm talking about the tag team with like me and you versus someone else.
Yeah, man. Let's get it. I got more research to do. But hey,
I'm trying, bro. We need it.
Before I forget, my bro, I got to get back to what I was saying.
Yeah, yes, sir. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
Surah al-Imran, chapter number 3, verse.
Yes, sir.
84. Say, we have believed in Allah and what was revealed to us, and what was revealed to Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, and the descendants, and what was given to Moses and Jesus and the prophets from their Lord. We make no distinction between any of them, and we are Muslims submitting to him. Do you think you know what's going to come next?
I'm sorry, I was a bit distracted. So, were you comparing that to another verse, or you were just reading?
I'm about to read the second verse now.
Okay, so what? Just real quick, tell me what contradiction you're going to get from both verses before you get into both verses.
So the one I just read before says that they make no distinction between the messengers, right?
Okay,
that's what I read from it.
Okay,
and then there's another verse which talks about Messiah, Isa, son of Maryam, worthy of regard in this world and the hereafter. So now you've got regard, and then you've got esteemed, and then you've got distinguished. In the Sahih International, it says distinguished.
Oh yeah, you even got other verses that say that other prophets are put above other ones.
That's what I think I'm reading. Correct me if
I'm wrong. Yeah.
And then I've got my Christian brothers who I have to either not talk to them at all or argue with them and be like, yo, Jesus is not the Son of God. According to Quran, he's not. He's just like every other messenger. He was just a messenger.
That's a good one.
The Quran is distinguished in this world and the hereafter, and among those brought near to Allah, which would confirm what the Bible says, right? About, you know, you will see him seated on the right hand of the throne.
Mm-hmm.
Distinguished, but again, the words change.
Hold on, real quick. So, what are you saying you'd have to argue with the Christian brothers with over that?
I have to argue with the Christian brothers all day regarding the divinity of Christ, because you've got, for example, well, I'm going to say his name because I'm on very good terms with him. My uncle Black Jesus Minister says, I want to create unity between Muslims, Christians, Kemetes, and everyone. You have to understand that is impossible because Quran does not believe in the sacrificial death of Jesus Christ, and that Jesus Christ is God's son. The Christians believe the complete opposite. And so I'm trying to meet them halfway on a non-Trinitarian basis. And now even my own Quran is saying that Jesus is distinguished in this world and the hereafter.
So the Quran definitely well, hold on. Well, I gotta save that because that's one of my debates I'm trying to have with the Rabbi Lewis right quick. Like, so yeah, just to be clear, the Quran does confirm that Jesus is the Son of God, just in a spiritual format. It clarifies he's not the physical son, but it does clarify that he's the spiritual form. Like literally uses nope, nah, whole different. I would literally tell you right now, and I'll tell you in private, but I won't tell you in public right now because I gotta say that for a debate.
All right, my bro. Okay, no, good, my bro.
No, there's a literal certain ayah that like no, it's like it literally says Allah and Son and Him. Like no, It's all no. It says it's not married nowhere in the thing, fam. But it confirms it the way like the Bible would talk about the figurative concept of a son of God.
Yes.
But I would say this though, right? Like, so the Quran would not, in that sense, right? Like, so the Quran would not be against where the Bible talks about where like Jesus is equated to Elohim and whatnot, right? Because Jesus never equates himself to the Father in the Bible, right? He never equates himself to Allah in the Bible, right? Not once. In fact, he calls on Allah in the Bible.
Oh, you mean the original, the Peshitta?
Yeah, you get it in translations now. Eloi, lama sabachthani, right?
Oh, it sounds like Elohim.
No,
Allah.
Yeah, it sounds like the prolonged emphatic form of El. Yeah, and so
sounds a lot closer than Jehovah, but I still love my auntie all the same.
Well, I'd argue that that's also in the Quran as well. Like Huwa El Hayyu would be like YHWH backwards, and it has the same meaning and whatnot. And you actually have a shahada to Huwa El Hayyu like by itself in the Quran or whatnot. So it doesn't.
A shahada? Did you say?
Yeah, where it says La ilaha illa huwa el hayyu. Straight by.
Where's the shahada from?
Hold on.
Because we know the standard one, right? I'd say according to the Sunnis, right? Shahada wa la ilaha illallah, shahada wa Muhammad.
Yeah, I can get 3 different ones. I can give one where Allah's breaking down a shahada to himself. I can break one to where it says La ilaha, or the word says Allah la ilaha illa huwa el hayyu el qayyum, to where like there's 3 names given. To where it's Allah, he the everlasting, the sustainer.
Yes.
And then there's a specific one where it's just La ilaha illa huwa el hayyu, where it's just there is no God but he the ever living. Which is again, he the ever living would be YHWH backwards. Huwa el hayyu.
Wow. I'm glad this is on record, my bro.
You go to my channel; it's all there too.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. I was really unaware of that.
No worries. So I descended from North African Jews and West African Muslims and whatnot. So
is that Algeria?
Morocco more so, but yeah.
All right.
Morocco, Tunisia, and whatnot, but yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so
your father is.
My father is what? What do you mean?
So by both parents, you came from.
So yeah, one is North African Jewish, one is West. Like, so he was a Christian, but he descended from West African Muslims, and so I went back to being Quranist and whatnot, because like, so his people when they went into Spain, okay, so like my father's people went to go bail out my mother's people, like when the Moors went to go into Spain and whatnot, right? And when the Moors went into Spain at the time, they literally there was no madhab and there was no mass versions of the hadith put out there, so they went into Spain without the hadith and whatnot, right?
Okay. All right.
Oh, did you have a question or?
No. I thought you had more to say, bro. I was like, oh yeah, so carry on.
No, yeah, but it's like, so yeah, so the Quranist concept is like a historic concept within like the people I come from, right? And on top of that, like within Spain, like there was like the concept of like the Karaite Jews and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. I rep like a Karaite Judaism mixed with the Quranist Islamic kind of a concept.
Bro, I'm with you, my bro. I'm with you on that. Yes. Unfortunately, I still haven't got like a message back from the OG Facebook Karaite prayer leader. He's a white American guy from. He wears glasses. I'm not too sure. I forgot what his name was, but I messaged him about 2 years ago. Like I was really interested in that. They don't obviously subscribe to the Talmud and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah. I thought that was cool. And I didn't. And I thought, like I don't see what's wrong with me praying with them, going and chilling out with them on a Saturday, going to see my auntie at church on a Sunday. We believe
there's nothing wrong with that. So that's how the Moors got down in Spain, man. Yeah. A lot of people got this thing historically all messed up, and you can look at historical situations where you can see what was it like when people didn't have the hadith. Like it was actually pretty cool. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
People weren't beefing and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Because the message was a lot. There was just more.
It's the people of the people of the book, like more so, right? It's like an Abrahamic culture more so. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone does their own thing underneath the Abrahamic culture, and it's cool.
Yeah, true. But then I think for sanity wise, right, if you're going to devote yourself to especially the Quran, right, you would have to sort of have more of a, I think to an extent, a hard heart, right? Like a.
How do you mean? Because like the Quran literally tells you in 3 places that you got to go to the previous scripture and the previous reminder for clarity. And if you don't know, you know what I'm saying? So like it literally kind of tells you like you're supposed to use the previous scripture as the hadith.
Oh. Hang on, bro.
And it literally tells you like the hadith of Allah are his verses, are his ayats, which would include like the Torah, the Zabur, the Injil, all that. Like in the Torah, it literally tells you the Torah is a whole nother criterion.
So when a hadith says one thing and Quran says one thing, what has the authority to discount the other one?
So again, this is what I'm saying. The only thing that's a legit hadith to Allah are his verses. So so if I have a question from the Quran, it literally tells me in 3 spots either to go to the people of the previous scripture or the previous reminder if I don't know, right? Like so that means I'm going to the Zabur, the Injil, and the Torah and whatnot to clarify. And again, it literally tells me that the Torah is the only other criterion out there. So why not go to the other criterion and get it cleared up?
Amen.
2 criterions are better than 1, yeah? Like so literally in both books, you need 2 witnesses, right?
3 or 4 in the Quran, 2 or 3. 2 or 3 in
it depends on the situation, but like I hear what you're saying, right? Like so it's like you can overlap at 3, right? 2 or 3 or 3 or 4, right? So you have the Torah, you have the Quran, and it literally says that the Injil has the light from the Torah.
Say that again.
So you have the Torah, you have the Quran as criterions, and it literally says that the Injil has the light from the Torah. So it contains the essence of the Torah within it.
Of course, because Jesus did come and confirm what was revealed before him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those
the viewers are probably so bored right now. Like we probably got like 5 people like, what the hell are they talking about right now?
Well, we're not screaming and yelling at each other. Yeah, so that's one aspect of it. One aspect of it, which I'd love to like delve in both sides. But then, I can't just stay at home and do this, man. I can't conceal. Excuse my language. I can't conceal this shit, bro. I want to be able to go out and build. You guys talk about building all the time. Okay, I want to build with my fellow Jews, Christians, and Muslims.
Yeah, go build, fam. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
What I mean? But then, my father, he's. I don't speak to my father, but he said one thing, and I'll never forget. He goes, "Boy, there's beliefs and there's underlying beliefs. As long as you don't tread on those underlying beliefs, you can have a good conversation. Otherwise, forget it."
So, does he stick with the traditional Maori beliefs?
There is no doctrine or any recollection of traditional Maori beliefs. Now we have like a lot of watered down versions. For example, we have the Ratana religion, which is not like a Māori tradition. It's just a Māori speaking man back in the day who took the Bible and then translated it and then started using the Bible to dictate his community.
What about like the warrior tradition and whatnot?
That's gone. It's only assumption.
No. Hold on. What was it? To Aotearoa.
Yeah. That's just a language translation. That's all. But it's mainly consists of myths and legends, right? With no actual instruction. So we can't trace back.
I got
and it took me to get on this platform for brothers to release the hounds and say, "Whoa, where's your religion at, brother Josh? Where's your scripture at? Why are you not following me?"
Okay, so when they break down like Feitit Theta, like we are the children of the sun, like y'all don't have a meaning for that?
Hell no. Nah. We weren't given a chance to.
Man.
Everything was stripped pretty fast. Politely and then oppressively, silently and then violently eventually.
No, I'm with it. I was just watching a dope haka in the middle of a private school that was breaking my heart because I'm watching people do a haka with like all kind of like English clothing. I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. It's kind of odd to watch, but it's beautiful at the same time because it was a dope haka. Like they got down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, are you watching? You mean like the professional on the study?
No, I'm talking like some kids at the school were sending off somebody who was like a teacher that was retiring. Like, so I dug it because of the respect, but I was also heartbroken because like it was in the private school store. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like So like what you're talking about is like where the watering down is happening itself. You know what I'm saying?
It's so back in the day before the Pacific Islanders started coming to New Zealand, your Samoans and your Tongans, the All Blacks, the rugby team was just mainly sort of more whites, few Māoris here and there, but they all did the haka, and it looked stupid. It looked stupid, man. It was embarrassing, and I don't even do a haka to this day unless I'm somewhere where I really, really, really have to, but I'm usually not in those places.
I dig it when it's like when something happened, right? Like when it's in commemoration or something. I'm with you on that, yeah. With like
weddings, funerals, 21st.
Right. Funeral hakas get me every time, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time I drop a tear when I see a funeral haka, fam.
No, of course, man. But see, now we have gangs, right? Gangs that have been around for about 60 years, and now they
for real.
haka with their gang signs and stuff. So the way I look at it all, bro, it's chaos. It's chaos. Why would I say
wow? The gang wait. The gang signs made it to the haka fair?
Have you seen the mongrel mob? So we got the mongrel mob. We got Black Power movement here in New Zealand, right? Yeah. So we have the mongrel mob as well, and they've got their own signs. I think. Are you aware of the surfers hang loose sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the mongrel mob sign. They've been around since 1962.
Wow.
And so they do their own hackers.
Wow.
Now you have political beef.
No way. So every time I've seen that in the haka, it was one of them fans. Okay, that's what's up. Because I've seen that. Okay.
And now you have the original, or let's just say the people who claim monopoly rights over tikanga, which is Māori custom and practices, are saying, look, man, these gangsters shouldn't be mixing their culture with ours, And now you have the same thing with Islam coming into New Zealand. All the Māoris are doing is embracing the hijab and the hadiths and intermingling it with Māori culture. So they still go stay on the marae.
Sound right? I can't even picture like mixing the hijab with Māori culture.
So you know what? So a tamoko, bro. The old face tattoo.
Yeah.
You got a lot of Māoris with face tattoos and then hijabs. Tattoos on their chin. Women with tattoos on their chin and a hijab. So it's like you're kind of like an Afghani, like an Arab mixed with Māori culture. That's the way I see it.
I'm not gonna lie, that would actually kind of look pretty if you do it right.
Oh,
but like that's actually but it's actually kind of a trip. Like, wow. I've never even thought about that before. I didn't think about like how like New Zealand hit Islam or Islam hit New Zealand like that. That's the trip.
Well, yeah, man, it's been a beautiful and a frustrating and now that I'm past it for now, I'm sitting back looking, going, I think I made some right decisions when I needed to. For example, in Hastings, where Hastings is the east coast of my country, that's a majority mongrel mob town, right? So you'll see all the kids wearing red, bandanas everywhere. That's the hood. And then a lot of them converted and did their shahadas, right? They became traditionalist Sunnis. And then before you know it, they started a masjid called the Aotearoa Muslim Māori Muslim Association. And then you have one brother who's up the top, and he's like, one of the most gangsterous dudes in the hood. Now he's done his shahada, and then he changes it to the Islamic State.
No, fam.
Yeah, man. It's like that, bro. It's like that.
Oh, no. Yeah. See, because it would make sense if like the Maori were Sufi. I could see that. That would make sense to me, right? Because I could see how it could blend and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But like, because like, I could see where, well, yeah, I think you could really blend Sufism in traditional beliefs or whatnot, but like not like Salafism and not like, you know what I'm saying, Wahhabi type stuff. Yeah.
Just the Quran alone, bro, that could inspire people or potentially lock you up for the rest of your life, depending on what statement you.
No, I agree with you. No, I'm with that. Like, so even with the Quran alone, you're gonna get more of like a Sufi is kind of a concept where it's more, but like you and me, one with the Creator, etc., whatnot, right? And like the hijab becomes more of like a concept, more like, oh, you got to cover yourself a certain way. It becomes like, I always tell people like this, like, so let's say God forbid our daughters were taken into war and whatnot, and they were stripped naked and whatnot. They could never wear clothes. Like, are you telling me they could never be modest under the eyes of God?
True.
Like I don't understand. Like we really got to talk and break this stuff down. Like, so like hijab doesn't mean what they think it means or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like the coverings don't mean what they think it means. Like modesty means modesty. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So okay, then if that's the case, then my brother, why doesn't big Abdul Schwarzenegger, who's in the gym in Saudi, why didn't he put his hijab on and cover up all his muscly ornaments and stuff? I'll wait.
I did when I worked out. I used to do that when I worked out because I used to feel awkward when now not because I had to. I used to feel awkward when so a girl literally ran up on me behind me, like pinched my butt in a situation. It made me feel super awkward, right? Not like I wasn't tripping on it really, but I was like, yeah, like because even in that's like I'm in public, you don't know how to react with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like physically, sometimes like, oh, can I take it to a certain level? Can I not take it to a certain level? Because like some women are cool, some women aren't with certain things, right? Yeah. So in order to protect myself in public, I would cover myself in public when I was working at or in a situation where people were showing their bodies or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes like there's certain stuff in public. It's just an insurance policy. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the woman who's more modest in public, right? Like there's less likely of a chance for you to get into a sexual harassment type situation. With the man, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Even the men know, right? Even the men know if they've got like nice broad shoulders, right? And
yeah.
Are quite visibly seen. Like if you're just walking down the road, you know what you're wearing when you put it on in the morning. You know what you're up to, and then the same expectation saying, well, now the woman should be covering and whatnot. Same with you've got the especially traditionalist wise, you've got the men who can wear all their muscles. Yeah,
but here's the thing too. Like it tells like the women not to stamp their feet and not to be alluring like on purpose, right?
Yeah.
But here's what I love about it. But it tells the man, check this out, bro. Like if you can't look at a woman and not have your mind get in the gutter, fam, keep your gaze on the ground, my G.
Prevention is better than cure.
It's all about self-containment and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, I'll be telling people all day, like the women in leggings got my head glued to the ground and I'm mad at it. You feel what I'm saying? Like ever since the leggings craze came in, like I can't look up. Yeah.
So do you understand now, brother, how people such as, depending on who you listen to, the wrong place at the right time can make you want to go, look, man, I'm going to sell all my shit tomorrow and move to Syria. Or move to to this part of the
world. No, I'm with it. Like that happens in poverty type situations, right?
I'm meaning more for my for purity of the soul, So like if there's an area where people are supposed to be all.
When you said Syria and selling my shit to moving to Syria, the first thing I thought was jihad, man. My fault.
Sorry, my bro. What'd you say?
When you said selling all your shit and going to Syria, the first thing I thought was just jihad, because like that's what people are doing.
Sorry.
When they go to Syria right now.
It's a double explanation right there. Yes, I'll confirm that too. But the other side was, okay, well, especially in where I live, and then or obviously the social media and everything, the dress code of that is not going to make my marriage or my heart any purer. So I'd rather go to a place where people are literally being forced to have the gaze lowered for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So real quick, because I do got to get off in a second. Like, so where did you have an issue with jihad and being in peace and stuff, or were you seeing a conflict there, or were you seeing a harmony with that?
So my explanation was when I made it clear to the sister that was on here a few days ago. Mm-hmm. I said that I was on quite a neutral standpoint, so I don't claim the book because then that would mean another contract behind that. So I absorb what is useful within it and discard what's useless. And then I dropped the turn the other cheek, which is also in a way in the Quran, right? About to repel evil with good, and maybe that your worst enemy becomes your best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So these two congruent scriptures right there. So I said I used turn the other cheek, and then she said, "Oh hell no!" And I says, "Look, there's a time and place where I've used that and I've applied it and it's worked for me." Then there's the other side of jihad in the Quran. I'm not saying that they contradict each other. I'm just saying that this is where I'm taking from these three teachings, and I'm using them at the appropriate times that I feel is, the most necessary time to use those, and it has saved my life and done me well. So there's one side of the doctrine that I'm saying, look, these verses are confusing me because these are bold statements and whatnot. We can get to that later. And there's other side of the teachings. I agree with them. That's going to protect the brother and a family unit and a community, so I won't dispute those things.
So can you do me a favor, bro? Like, can you break down like your biggest contradiction, right? Like, and maybe your two top ones, because we're only gonna have we're only gonna have like 10 minutes in a premise round to deal with this, right?
Understood, bro. Understood.
So however, I would love to build with you after the debate, have a long conversation about this thing, because I can see you like to build and talk about it. I'm totally down for that. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, if you got time for me, bro, I always got time for it. This is my tribe, bro. This is my tribe. I'm not really too concerned with, how do they feel or whatnot. Like, they still let me on every day. So as far as I'm concerned, that's the brotherhood. You want to get at me on Facebook or whatever, bro? I'm always here, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Good to chat. Yeah. So the main ones for me would, for example, now I've only just shared what I can remember off the top here.
Yeah.
It's more in my memory bank somewhere, but mainly the distinguishing between Jesus and the other messengers. Remember those ones I was reading out to you? Yeah. Whether he's actually distinguished or he's just another creation or a messenger. That's where, the confusion is.
I like that. That's going to be a fantastic one.
All right. And the rest was about how, and I didn't get to explain it fully, was about those who immigrate for the sake of Allah, right? After being wronged, we will lead them to live a good life in this world, and then return them to goodness in the hereafter, and the hereafter is better. And I'm just looking at the death rates of the Syrian refugee crisis. Between 400,000 and 600,000 people who I believe would have been doing exactly that, right? Being wronged in their own country, trying to seek refuge, trying to migrate somewhere else. You got a baby washing up in the ocean. And Allah says that he does not break his promise.
So real quick, what was the contradiction? I missed it. So you were saying like the ones that migrate, they get they get blessings in the hereafter, etc. And then the contradiction was what?
And this life as well. Sorry, no, there wasn't a contradiction. It was just another.
So for the people who like the Syrians who are migrating and whatnot, why are they not getting the blessings in this life?
Yes, because it does.
Got you.
Say
that's fantastic.
Life, right?
I love these. These are great.
So you know how it says
let's do 4 max. Is that okay?
4 what?
Like 4 topics max, if that's okay for because like I said, like that we got 10 minutes.
Sweet as my bro. Okay.
I would prefer 2, but I like what you're talking about. Like, so I'm down to entertain 4.
Well, obviously, what's that? I can't remember those last 2 words. Afala ta'akilun. Using reason. That's what we're told to use, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just, what do they call it? Confirmation bias or ignorance. Willful. So
these are good. These are good potential contradictions. I like this, Fred.
Is there a point? So it wasn't just, something that you can look at and be like, that's light work.
Were you asking me a question? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's
what I hope. I hope that those points are, enough to, actually get something going.
No, yeah, I'm actually. They got my creative juices flowing. Like I'm. So what I dig about them is they're sincere questions, and so they require a sincere response to it. And I like them. Like I'm looking forward to the debate, fam.
Me too, my brother. I understand. The sun's probably about to come up in the next hour or so. So may peace be with you all the same, my man. And look forward to speaking with the rest of the brothers later. And I guess we'll. My fourth, Tuesday, your third Monday, right?
So the third will be Tuesday for me. It should be Wednesday for you.
Me.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, man.
Done. I appreciate your time, my brother. Thank you very much.
Likewise.
Uncle Solar, Uncle Afro Asiatic, and can I please have just 20 seconds max to close out before I leave? Do you see messages on the private chat or the normal chat?
I don't see anything on the private chat. I don't see anything on the actual comments right now.
So I'm just sending something now on the private chat.
Okay.
This is just a link, right? This is a Facebook link. I don't know who's on Facebook, but pretty sure there's no one listening right now. In the comment section, this Facebook link is called Bars Now. It's a New Zealand hip hop community where all you people do is just post up their verses and raps and whatnot. And I know I've heard a lot of talent on here, so I just wanted to give brothers that invite. Uncle Lance single's already up in there doing his thing, so I definitely encourage you brothers to jump on.
That's what's up.
Please do. Hey, take care of yourself, my brothers, and till Nick Minute.
Yes, sir.
Good night, my brother.
Peace. Yeah, I think everyone else is passed out. So, is anyone else there? All right, fam. I'm gonna jump off and jump in the back and cut the stream. Y'all have a good one, fam. Peace and blessings.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and close this thing out, family. I see everybody left out, so we'll see you guys next time. This is the Solar Vision Debate League. Peace.